All right. So since we have a pretty drastic move for one of our players, you know, continental wise,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a one shot, maybe more, depending on how long it takes him to get around and situated. But plan is one shot, maybe two. But we might do something else as well. I've been looking at the Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I know everyone would like to do that, so we might dry test that a little bit as well. But tonight we are gonna be doing a little third party, since the OGL didn't have the catastrophic, you know, Wizards didn't win, so we can actually support our third partyists. Yeah, because it's 6 o'clock.
I'm sorry.
Doing it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. So everyone here is going to make a level 15 character. I believe everybody has chosen to roll a d20 for their attributes, so they can take max health on level. And I know we have a few ones and I think a 2 right now. So
Oh, yeah. My character's barely hanging out.
yeah,
So far,
we got some bad saving throws, which is excellent.
so far, Hannah hasn't rolled yet, but I think I am the one that probably lucked out the most. I didn't get a 1.
Yeah,
I got 2 9s, but I didn't get any.
9s are
anything.
still amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
Yeah.
So
So I'm not the smartest paladin in the
No.
world, but I don't need smarts because I got God and anime on my side.
God, anime. Oh.
God and anime.
The funny thing is, I'm not intelligent at all, but I am determined to uncover the secrets of the blood moon.
That'll make it a challenge and something you'll need help for, which makes it so you'll probably work with people,
Yeah,
which is good in a party game.
I
But-
get to get
yeah. I get the stuff because I find it, and I know this is rock from sky. Sky means rock, means big rock in sky.
Oh, I have to delete
It's actually a
the
dwarf star, but no.
Mm.
Goodbye, friend.
Like dwarf and star.
There is nothing
Oh, wait,
remotely
yes, I did.
close to a dwarf in this party. The closest thing I think is the mutant over
I
there.
could play as a dwarf. I haven't decided.
not all your spells.
You could
Whatever
defeat one.
You're leather facing your whole body.
Not,
Don't lie to
you know,
us.
but I
It's
just
gotta
need
be a
a
base
couple
number.
for like.
But we're going to be playing around with some corruption mechanics, some magical
Well, I guess-
radiation,
technically,
and
you can make a
everything will be
character
third
that
party
is, like,
because
forged spell
support the
maybe.
people you love, Kickstarter. What do we got? We got Drakenheim from the Dungeon Dudes. We've
Yep.
got Valdia Spire of Secrets as well, which not out yet, but looking like some good shit. Doing a Bloodborne style, very Eldritch Moon.
Yeah.
Contamination, depravity. Good people are hard to find and usually killed on sight or manipulated. So
Ooh, that bodes ill for me.
we're gonna do some
No, no, no.
scavenging.
Oh, what version of Lightning?
Oh, your cat.
Huh?
Lawful good.
Lightning.
Whichever one you want.
Because one's just 5 feet, has that 5
Honestly,
feet better
in
range.
this
Just take that then, 5 feet better range.
I think
Clerics and
South
paladins
helped with
doesn't
everything.
really
Just
matter.
buffed
It's
It
that
buffed a
straight
lot
up
of
that,
stuff.
like,
And weakened
if
a
you
lot of stuff.
stray from your like tenants or whatever, it doesn't. You don't lose your morale. It straight up says
So I know we have several characters pretty much ready to go. I think Shelby has hers done the most.
I
that. I believe I am.
Looking at the paper.
Your sheet's blank, but the stuff is ready.
Yeah.
Noah and Logan are finishing up theirs, and Hannah's got an idea. So, but she's also making dinner, so it can't fall through the
Going
back.
nowhere.
Come here, Aldi.
Paladins do have some good-
Bring a box over here or something.
I think you got one in the living room.
In the spell class.
Hey, baby girl.
And that's the spell class you go through. Like,
Most people think about their smites, smite tokens. But you know what?
They
have
are smite slots, and you cannot tell me differently.
They have good spells.
I got. Off the path.
They learn blessed. If you're an
I'm gonna
edge
get.
paladin, you also learn pain.
What is it? Oh, the top of that.
moonbeam.
I think I'm also gonna run like a good lack of remembrance of my life beforehand.
Hmm.
And like even looking at my own skin, I think I knew more than what I know now.
See, that'd be a great setup for a longer campaign. So
Yep.
maybe our one shot will be these moronics.
Anyways,
It would be easy to put me down. Target my strength.
A shadow, which targets strength, and then an intellect devour. And you two are gone at a CR half and quarter, so
Yep.
all I have to do is attack you while you sleep.
What this does for me,
I
at
never
least,
wake
though, is now I get to just trust my friends implicitly here.
Yeah,
That's what it means for today. Or, during the one shot.
Ah, here we go. Here's our dregs.
Oh, yeah.
That's level 15, which is what we're at. And then level 20 is the next one.
Paladins actually
Literally,
have
like,
Survival.
if you activate the power as a bonus action for 1 minute, you become invisible.
I have a sacrificial
You
flame
cannot
on
be
my
grabbed,
body.
restrained, or paralyzed. Your weapon attacks deal an additional 1d8 necrotic damage, which bypasses resistance.
I think paladins in general, they'll put the extra radiant damage on their attacks. You just roll.
At level 11, you get a
Yeah.
D8 radiant on all attacks.
Yeah, I have it. It was so much to write down, so I just took pictures of everything. But
That's a lot.
I have 75 lay on hand.
Just to throw this out there, I will
Yeah.
have the Sixth Sense ability if that's going to matter for a one shot.
And that does.
I can sense the presence and general direction of powerful eldritch energies.
That will be very relevant. Noah, 6 cents.
In a 1 mile radius.
Oh,
One
that's a large
mile
radius. How
radius.
how big is
Oh, I don't 8 levels.
How big is
the city?
the city we're gonna be pillaging?
Pillaging. It's about 3.
I mean, that's really.
Miles is my guess.
It is depends on the scope. From corner to corner, well over that, but yeah. And don't worry, you guys level 15, we're going right into the hard
Yeah.
stuff.
I love
I
the,
wasn't
like,
even
the description of improved.
She would
with
ask my
ice.
pencil.
It says by 11th level, you are so infused with righteous might that all your melee weapon attacks carry divine power.
She's not happy.
I am the goodest boy. Never.
I still don't know what name.
I chose Cressida.
Well, mine's a mannequin. What the fuck do you name a mannequin?
Manny.
Paul.
No.
Naked. Walmart stand.
Megatron.
She's more of a
Megatron.
Starscream.
Megatron Griffin.
Well, no.
That's a legal name. We have to respect it. Might need a copy of the
Spinator.
or book.
PHP?
Hmm?
The PHP?
Yeah.
I have a picture.
Just the basic one?
Do you
Yeah.
want
I
one?
have to look at it.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I'm using mine to prop this
Because
up.
we got a couple of special
Here's a
we got
PHP if you
this
guys
one,
need it.
and then
Hostile
I don't need that one for a second.
We
Do some
got,
other stuff.
I think these are the Jaeger.
Oh, wait, no.
You are shedding like crazy, you fat cunt.
See, I very much.
Drip.
Oh, no, they're not. Okay. So you get these two
Because-
styles. to choose from. It doesn't really matter
And
which.
I will
What is it? You like, because you basically play like a giant monster, or is it the person in the picture that's like this big? I can't. I wasn't sure which one you were playing as. Were you playing as the monster
I
or the
love
little
that I'm
person
going
in
to
front of
look
it?
like everything I would say would be
Considering-
profound, but it's
Probably the little guy.
Found.
I think you're just like you're a professional
Oh, you
monster.
So what are you thinking, sis?
Decent druid.
Oh,
Don't know what the subclass is yet. I'm not quite sure what
Are you
all
taking
they
the
are.
special tiefling subclass,
Ooh,
subrace?
yeah,
I was looking at
the
those.
like the
The
horny,
multiple
The
horny
Eldritch one?
tiefling,
Yeah.
the one where instead of like two
I'm
little
like
ones,
the
it's like
There you go.
accursed
A curse. There you
Accursed.
go.
Yeah.
Why? It'll fit. It'll fit.
I don't know if I've ever played it.
Aldi. I haven't played
No.
anything yet. So I
I don't
There you
know if
go.
I've ever played as one.
Aldi.
I played as a
All-
halfling. I think.
thought the man.
Halfling
Oh,
stuff.
the man.
They just want to be known.
They're just ham.
That
no.
butt smack. I thought the chair was gonna tip.
Man, she
I'm
has
just gonna
some.
leave
She
my
has a weight to
age
her.
is
She can do that.
legitimately unknown.
There you go.
I don't know how old I am because I died and I can't remember.
There you go.
I'm obviously some form of an adult.
I think
I'm Disman.
I know this isn't in the main book, and I think it might be a pain in the ass to pick it, but the stats for goblins.
You want to be a goblin?
I think I was reading about
Googly
goblins in this stat. They're actually pretty peaceful.
Yeah.
I could be. The gnomes have like the same situation. They live alongside goblins.
I kind of love that like the newer iterations of like D&D, like goblins and orcs aren't necessarily like evil.
Evil murder monsters.
Yeah.
It's a little more interesting that way.
You want the goblin stats, Logan?
If it's too, I could be as gnome if the book's like buried underneath.
No, I'm not using the book.
Aldi.
I just need to know what my stat bases are, so I can modify my
Careful
stats
of
appropriately.
Mike Fire.
Hey,
I think I'll be a goblin.
cute.
Oh my
There you
god.
go.
All of her
Thank you.
fur's like bunched up to her neck, so she looks like she has a
No,
double
it's right.
chin.
There's actually both stats that are actually incredibly important. Dexterity and con or my AC.
Oh wait, I also have blind sight. I forgot about that.
You have a point too. Yay!
I'm also immune to disease.
Fucking paladins get that early on too. You
Level
can only
three.
get the sniffles for the first couple levels.
Don't worry, the diseases I'm handing out will affect you.
I say, it doesn't stop magical.
Wait,
prisons.
what? Me?
Everyone.
Not the-
Yeah,
You're
there
the
is no
what?
immunity to this so far.
I'm sure they even worry about languages at this point. Or...
It's up to you if you want them.
Get ready for a Tar and Aldi fight. I just saw one running after the other and then back.
I know. I think Shelby got like one, so didn't really matter much.
What?
Language. You got.
Oh, I think it was my base was I got common and another one.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And
I
then
almost have only one
my
language.
background gave me 2 additional.
Yeah, Celeste has one language, so
I specifically have common and deep speech.
there you
That's
go.
what both my background and my race have. So
There you go.
The ones I chose because I started with common, and then the 3 that I chose celestial, elvish, and deep speech.
Oh,
Because I figured a paladin should know how to speak celestial. You know what I mean?
and deep speech.
And deep speech. Especially in a hellscape, apparently is where we're at.
Oh, it's.
Or a cosmic horror hellscape.
I was saying both of the settings for this are pretty hellish to live.
Where's my AC? Here.
I know my fluency in Goblin is gonna win the day today.
Oh yeah, my AC is 21.
Same!
Ah, you're
So we are the front line.
where's the
Yeah. I'm a barbarian.
Oh my god.
where's the speed?
I've been looking for that too.
Speed is in the 3 flips in the middle. It's probably the one that says SP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we've
Most of us
determined
can
that it
own
is.
30.
Some of it came out a little light, so
Yeah.
I almost thought I was taking the charger feat,
Oh, nice.
but then I was like, no, I kind of want to bump my hit points up a little bit, so.
I mean, just being an unstoppable tank is honestly a lot of fun. That was my first
what's your
character.
health?
It originally with getting the max, it was 163, but I took the tough feat, which basically when you first get it, it's your level times 2. That's how many hit points you get. So I added 30, but then which we won't be leveling up with these characters obviously because of one shot. But after that, you get 2 additional every time you level up. So it actually would help in the long run, but
Yeah.
Just taking pictures of my transformation. Because that's a lot to write down.
Oh,
I was gonna use a flail, but then I read the history of the Sacred Flame and the first paladin she used a longsword, so I'd be like, my paladin is like, I am like her. Use a longsword.
it's you know how many D8s you get to roll with the.
And also because it's a +2 weapon that we get, my attack bonus is +12.
Oh yeah, one of the things that I have going on for this character is so long a text that I wasn't even sure as to.
I just took
Is that the chord? Nice. I was like, what's the music that's playing? I hear it.
That chord is about to get real intense.
I was just gonna say,
25 footers.
Well, because
oh,
children
Hannah did
like-
say there are donuts up there from Brandon.
Oh, thank you.
They're just plain.
It's
That's fine. I like the taste of it.
I almost choked to death on one of them.
They get so damn dry.
That's the
Yes, they do.
that's the issue. Is I was like eating it. I was just like, no, it's good. And then I like inhaled a little bit and like a few crumblies almost choked me to death.
I can get angry. at
There's
things
some
bigger
really
than me.
cool art. That's the one I want.
See, when I hit someone that's bigger than me, I can get angry at them and add my level. of
Oh, is that
damage.
Fury
Oh,
the Small?
Fury the Small.
Yeah, Fury of the Small. No.
Since I'm small, most things are bigger than me.
You're only gonna fight tiny. Take that.
All
Hey,
these
that'll be great
surges
for
are pissing me off, but they're smaller than me, so
That'll be great for me. Just stomp.
What if surges had Fury of the Small?
Oh, God.
Together, our raid will destroy anyone.
Oh, I can also feed on people. Like I probably should have been up front with that.
Yeah, I
but,
heard that without context. Well,
if I do an unarmed, because I have technically I have claws because I'm
Yeah.
like half of a wolf person. If I hit with an unarmed attack, I can feed on a creature and gain hit points equal to the damage.
I'd be very upset with that.
And I can use that as many times as my proficiency bonus allows. So 5. I can use it 5 times.
I get an extra
A day.
30 feet of dark vision, so I have 150 feet of dark vision.
Holy
yeah, you're the eyes of the party. Huh.
What's your elf eyes?
Well,
What's your race?
not cool.
Oh, he's like a star. Or you're star or the eye person?
Nebula. So yeah, that's the
He's the eye person.
no.
Oh,
the
Nebula
star
is
one.
space. Yeah. He's like a person made out of stars.
And I have a brand carved into those stars by the moon.
Doesn't want to open, does it?
It
No,
is a pretty
I want
good
it
Oh,
in my
well,
body.
that's
It's going to
a
form a very
huge
weird eldritch
wonder if we can use it
constellation
for
out of the
something
stars
else.
on my body.
I mean, it could just be a power only one
I'm just
instead of
messed up
a.
looking goblin.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, that's why I always ask.
His name is goblin.
I have advantage on
But
saving
other
throws
closer
caused by staring at the moon.
Where-
And we can still run stuff.
Yes,
Cool.
Awesome.
Good.
you've had the mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And saving throws against the moons.
What's the age, dog? Where is it?
And just to find a blank spot to write down in my invocation.
Oh,
All right.
There we go.
Hand axes are considered
I have.
flashes, right?
Yeah.
What about javelins? Pierce?
Pierce.
Balua, a picture of the Eldritch Hunt Scourgeboard Balua does not exist on Google Images.
Well, that's because it's not fully out yet.
Yeah.
It's still in the alpha.
Well, you'll see it in there if you look at it. But
Garrett had logged in at one point to his thingy. I wonder if it's still up. I can.
No, I can log back in.
It's not.
Distance against radiance.
Big spoons.
Oh, it is fully logged in still.
There you go.
Okay. Is it the Eldritch Hunt one that we were looking at, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Steinhardt. I don't know.
Blurry bird.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Oh god.
So my final ability here
I can
is
show it to you this way.
I can beckon whatever
This
moon
is
is
the
out
book that
to be
most
closer
of
to
have been
us.
doing stuff on.
Use its
No,
enormous
we won't.
mass to shift the tides of battle so I can cast reverse gravity
Oh,
spell
is it
out using a spell slot or materials.
kind
Nice.
of what are you planning on doing for the first team one, right?
And it
Yeah.
refreshes my moon
You're
conduit
on the door.
abilities.
Yeah, I think that's
Because it's
Moon
yeah,
conduit
you're
abilities.
looking for A's,
Yeah,
alpha,
basically the big thing about this is as once per turn
Yeah,
I can channel a moon conduit from one of the Eldritch moons.
oh yeah,
Here.
that's what I meant by I can just have it like this too, and I could probably screenshot it and have it clear.
you might have to because
It's fuzzy for some reason.
it's the black
It doesn't
background.
say
with
that
the
it
white
actually
corner.
takes an action to do. Okay, some of them require. They all have different action costs depending on which one I take. There's a lot of them that I can choose from, and then other ones are bolstered depending on which moons are above. So, I'll probably ask that.
What are the different kinds of moons it's asking for?
Blood moon, howling moon, shadow Shattered moon, scorching moon, glowering moon, vacuous moon, glacial moon, slumbering moon, and kraken
This
light,
is what they show for
creeping
blue.
tarlight,
That's
and
what mine
sanguine
is.
eclipse.
Yeah.
I can
Kinda looks
activate
like
any
a lot of
one of
mods
them
and
at
whatnot.
any time,
That's
but
exactly
depending
what I
on
thought, too.
if that moon is out, if I have lunar alignment, I get additional abilities to it.
Gotcha.
Ooh, I don't think Warlock's playing Mage Armor.
You can dig an invocation to get it for
And you
free.
just get it for free. You can use it as many times as you like.
You sent this over to us, right? I think that is that one.
I sent the character
Is that
sheets.
way better?
That's a book.
I think it
I
will.
did not send that in the text.
Gotcha. I'm going
Yeah,
to
'cause
just
I can
take a
zoom in
couple
and
of
it's
photos
still-
Yep.
because I'm not going to
Oh,
write
yeah,
down
that's
every
probably
single
better.
moon.
No. Go right ahead.
Yeah, no, I took a lot of pictures.
I'll just send that.
Hi, baby girl.
Okay.
All right.
Where's the one where it's just you? There we go.
Is jump or levitate better? To get them both out of the line. You can get one.
Well, with your strength,
Or is
you
it
can't jump,
that-
so
Now, is
Magic
your
jumps.
you can jump 1 foot
in this one?
because that's the minimum.
Haven't really
You can
showed the
reverse
process
kneecap,
picture
I can
because
jump
it's
higher.
on the side, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
What page was
Yeah. Level 11 just gives me more moons to choose
that?
from.
Page classes. Subclasses.
I think I'll just flavor it, and I think I was in Drakheim when the comet hit. It injured me to the point of being mortally wounded, and the crystal embedded itself in my body and kept me alive, but it just never fully repaired the broken goblin body.
The broken goblin body, all 10 pounds.
I am 45 pounds. That's on the leg, man. Didn't go up to 80.
Ugh.
Sure as fuck ain't muscle.
No, what's that?
That's
Most of it's probably a crystal.
Jump, whatever the fuck I feel.
all right. And that is everything that I get. All of my lunar shit. All right. I should be done there. I got my
Keep that for a reference for this side. Celeste has it for that side.
perfect.
And
And
I'll
I
just
just
believe it.
That once Logan's done with it, so I will go
Yeah.
get myself some food.
That's. I think there's only one druid. There might be two for that one, and then there's a one or two other ones that you can look at as well. Okay.
I just know a circle of symbiosis. You literally cut off your own limbs and then you attach pieces of wood. to it.
Yeah, pretty metal.
Well, it doesn't have to be wood. It could be animal
Yeah.
parts instead if you want it to be. I think. I'm
Think
just
of Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Oh, I was telling Hannah about the new Grim Hollow subclass for the druid, where your wild shape becomes stone armor. That counts as heavy armor, and you gain proficiency in it. You kind of get barbarian rage powers.
That's really strong.
I'm like, that's a shillelagh right there.
Remember I think the druid in the Eldritch Hunt, you turn into basically a Leshy from,
Mm-hmm.
I guess from folklore. I mean, you look like the Witcher version of it.
Oh, yeah.
And you just have these bone claws. They use your wisdom as a damage modifier. You just club people to death. The whole
Were
subclass
there
is
spells in
vulnerable
this
to
as well?
transforming into that
some.
monster.
Let's go take a look to see if any of them look intriguing.
And the
Oh, and
What's
the
that
Wild
one
Wasteland one had a
Oh.
druid one based on using shillelagh and beating
Mhm.
people with a stick.
Yeah.
thirst.
If you cast it, it has to be that way.
I was just gonna use my bare hands. I don't think I'm taking back to the blade.
Oh, these.
I'm gonna grow a spiked tail, and that's how I'm gonna fight. So I'm gonna cactus the blade. I don't need that shit.
Oh, wait. I forgot to write
I
down.
can grow a weapon out of my ass.
I always forget. Is passive perception, it's like 10 plus whatever?
Your wisdom.
10
your,
plus your perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not very perceptive. Good thing I got the snoot and eyes, though.
I picked cactus. But I don't have enough hairs to put through all the cantrips for look of shadows. Yeah. I took agonizing blast because if I want a ranged attack, I want to hit hard.
You're going to take like repelling or
I didn't see the one that draws them closer to me, unfortunately. I don't think it's in this book. If that's an invocation.
Oh, it'll be on that pattern.
Our proficiency bonus is +5 right now, correct?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
I love how it says passive wisdom, not passive
Definitely
perception on
taking
here.
that. That
Oh.
sounds awful.
Well, it said that on some other character sheets. It says passive wisdom, and then in like parentheses it says perception. So basically means the same thing, I suppose.
I don't know how many celestial fiends or elementals we're running with. I don't think fiends are seriously can be very good.
But if we do run into any celestial,
I can cast full. If I hit, I can cast full monster.
I also can cast whole monster. Or wait, the whole person needs that. Oh, not whole monster.
But the thing about whole person is, in this if they're motionless, we all auto crit.
You still have to roll to hit, but if you hit, it crits.
Imagine missing someone perfectly still up.
Bad things happen.
Ah, he's literally standing still.
We've done it before.
We've missed when someone was prone.
I can read all writing. Fuck you, monks. Actually, monks are just spoken speech, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm
You're doing
not sure
my
if this was the
Yeah,
one
I'm
you
done
want to
doing my
call
phone
me.
stuff.
Try. I don't think I'd do the curse tiefling on top of it, 'cause that'd be
Intense.
a Agnes.
I do whispers of the grave. That could be.
Well, I can just set that what that is. Because that got all of it in one screenshot.
Speak with
Just gonna have to zoom in a bit.
I want to make it.
Yeah, you still need to.
Wait, what now?
I can cast speak with that as well.
Oh,
That's always a good thing to hear, right?
hell yeah.
I can already be master at myriad form and stuff. That's a subclass.
Baby girl.
What, Helena over there?
Yeah, she's in my lap. I don't want a fucking power cable.
Taking that astral barrage.
Sounds pretty intense.
Kind of sounds like that fact looking failure, dude.
Pretty much.
Hello there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm impressed Helena's out.
She's purring like crazy. Yeah. Getting like absolute crazy, Helena.
Well, yeah, it's that time of year. A little late, but still.
Take the vacuum to you.
If she wouldn't run away, then yes, I would totally
Hey, the claws.
do that.
Soup okay?
Yes.
Oh yeah, delicious.
I'm trying to get I decided on my last one. You need to get off. Oh no.
This is a power only cable. Damn it.
A virgin's carpal bone.
Hopefully you have an arcane focus, right? Where are we gonna find that?
That's the component it needs.
Does it have a monetary value?
No, it
Okay,
doesn't.
good. Thank God. If you lose your arcane focus,
Don't worry about material component stuff like that. It's a one shot. I'm not gonna be tracking that shit.
So, sorry, baby cat, but I need this room. You're gonna slip through.
World breaker. I like that too.
Whenever you guys have got, pretty much all of it ready, just we can do an introduction kind of stuff.
Kitty, I
I
need to
figured
go.
out a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it until we go.
Oh, I need this book.
She's really wanting to play with people, but she wants to stay on the table. She desperately wants pencils.
That is mine, you know.
She can have this one.
I'm going to take that PhD.
For our saving throws, we had a proficiency bonus, right? To the ones that were.
Proficient in.
There we go.
Oh man, I've never had a bad negative like this before.
Yeah, how bad is it?
-4.
Better roll good.
I'm hoping it's a stat I don't need to use.
Depends
Said
on
hope.
depends on what you guys want to do.
True.
What are we fucking with here? Okay. It is everywhere over here. She shed like crazy. Gonna put that new vacuum to work.
Yes, absolutely.
It's all over the damn mics too. Correct the great.
I love how intimidation is charisma based, so I only net a +1 on that one.
Oh, wait, I think I. Oh yeah,
Nice.
I'm not gonna wear.
Go wood.
Screw it. Humanity.
Oh, Kevin said just don't die.
Oh, he's on.
Yeah, not a club. I wouldn't be able to hurt.
Logan had my phone, so I could not respond.
You could do half the total damage taken from the starting phase.
Passive wisdom 10 plus whatever my perception is.
Yes.
Relatively high, but good feedback.
Hey, let's hope the ranger's perceptive.
He has one intelligence.
Perception.
He doesn't look the right way.
He can see stuff, he just don't know what it is. That dog
No,
is
he just
sick.
can't figure out what it
I love that explanation for not being intelligent and that working to your benefit in Call of Cthulhu.
I'm so dumb, my mind can't be shattered.
is.
That dog's sick.
I always forget that the guild artisan image they have here is Hogan.
Yeah.
Look at me,
He's an extortionist.
the
That's his
shittiest,
guild art.
easiest grin I've ever seen.
Hey, Logan, you're a little soft. Speak up. It's cause he's a bitch.
I'm gonna be a hermit.
You're a hermit?
I'm a hermit once more.
You're a hermit of the city, huh?
Yeah, he lives there.
If you can call that living.
Yeah, like you said earlier, he guides people and
Like, there's literally one of my favorite things about the Drakenheim campaign is they have a Vale, the ranger who lives there, that helps them out. She has a friend who ferries them down the river, and he's a fucking zombie that lives there, and he just like ferries them along, rowing his boat. Fucking love that character.
It makes
like-
sense.
Will he wait for us? Like he's just always kind of there, you know. Rowing him across. You just kind of give him a little bit, and you know he's happy and goes back. I am so far behind on their live stream though.
I have proficiency with herbalism. Guys, I can save you.
See now that fungus growing on that trash can is safe to eat. That fungus on that trash can, whoa, no. You will shit your brains out, and then it'll become alive and attack you.
That shit.
Welcome to the city.
It's a shit elemental.
The only thing that I didn't figure out was like personality trait and ideals,
Don't.
that kind of stuff.
No need to
Irrelevant.
Mine is
Just write down your character's name.
my character name.
I'll look up Googling names in the name generator.
Googling.
The best way to say it.
Googling the Googler.
Now I want to learn a feat that gives me 1.
I just remember that I'm probably gonna need more D12s if I crit.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
So how does the rolling 20 thing work again?
You
Okay.
just roll a 20 and
Yep.
that's a
You
stat.
hope for the
number.
best.
It doesn't have to go in a row. You can figure out which one was
Just
best
accumulate
for you.
6 ones.
Okay.
Like six
Yep.
of them.
I
Just
think
roll
my
6
con-
D20s, write
my
them
dex
down,
would've been-
and then you can
Your strength is 1.
Yeah.
That
I
means
can
I'm
help
gonna have
you
to
with figuring
carry
out
you
the rest
around
of it.
every.
He's a
start
weapon.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really
45.
You have no
cool,
spine.
so they don't
literally and
go.
figuratively.
You don't have to put them in that order specifically.
No,
like
like
it's gonna get
I'm
real rough.
surprisingly tough.
yeah, yeah.
Is this like your our evil campaign?
It's
Where
exactly like him, except he was
No, no,
smart.
no. The reason you're so tough is because you're so like not strong. Is that it's like you squish, you like form around their fist.
It works well.
Just so
with
you
my
know,
character.
All right, SpongeBob.
I'm
Yeah.
taking both Warcaster and
You're like
Alarm
a
Master.
blob
So if
from,
somebody moves in front of me like 10 feet and provokes opportunity attack, I can cast a
Aliens
spell.
I think
versus
this die is cursed.
Oh.
Show me your die is
Or just
cursed.
stab.
Oh no, what happened?
Hannah has the worst stats I think out of everyone.
Oh no.
3, 4, 5,
So
14, and a
you're-
20.
Fantastic at one thing.
Pick
Okay, and
wisdom.
another, and then
Oh no.
Well, I hope you're playing as a squishy druid
You
because
get
you have
3
no choice.
you have 3 level ups or 3 feats you can take instead.
So
Yeah.
these are your starting numbers, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those are the
Okay.
base.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Plus
And
race.
then
Okay.
So if you
your
if
race
you,
and your
if
class
you
can use
decide
as
to
well.
use
Well,
all
your
3 of
race.
your ability score improvements for ability score, you probably could get a couple up to like average.
8.
Yeah.
Which race did you choose?
Tiefling.
So
Just
it's
regular
Constitution
Tiefling,
and
different
Charisma.
tiefling. I think that's
Okay.
Oh my god, you're gonna look like the grandma on SpongeBob in that chocolate episode, just out in like you're like a noodle in a wheelchair.
Not the brightest, not the most charming, not the wisest, not really that strong.
Not that
Fuck is she tough as nails.
yeah.
She'll live forever,
Alright.
but she ain't too quick.
Well,
If you go
technically,
con.
I can combat with strength
I
because
might
it's an
take
ability
actor
that I
just to
technically
get one
can
for
carry
this.
weight the next size up.
Oh, there you go.
So I can technically combat that.
Ignore
So
it.
your
Chocolate.
intelligence automatically increases by 1, and
Kevin
your charisma
texted.
automatically increases by 2. So you can give those to the dump stats because
Okay.
so intelligence.
You still have to
charisma,
have.
1 and 2.
No, yeah, you'll
Yep.
be able to use your
And that's based
Warcaster with
off
a
of
weapon
just
in each
regular
hand.
tiefling stats.
Yeah, because that's
Uh,
what it says.
You are
you
Yeah.
can do.
medium.
You can
have
hold your
the
shield and still
walking
cast it.
speed.
Basically, every magic spell is Skyrim, as long as
Speed
it's
is,
a
I think,
touch.
that one.
Yeah. Or what
Yeah,
they
it's still-
intended for Dragon Age Origins, but didn't implement.
You
Dark
Yep.
Yep,
I'm
dark
taking
vision.
actor for the 1 charisma.
You have
actor.
resistance to
Does
fire
meta magic
damage.
adept give you a charisma?
I don't think it does, but if it does, I really hope it does.
You did
That's
get
way
some
better.
automatic spells just due to your.
Yeah.
That's
So you
incredibly
get
better.
thaumaturgy as a cantrip.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Oh,
you
that
no
is-
count and infernal.
That's
Two. But those are like the base ones. The spell.
Quarter to
I'm
go.
gonna have to look that one
Oh,
up.
there's
That's not-
Oh, here I can.
And
Wait,
then there's a
what'd you say?
list of like,
Meta Magic
names and
Master,
stuff
is
that
that
you
what
can
it
do
is?
if
Edit.
you want.
Edit. If
So I
that one
think
gives me one
Logan
charisma, I will not.
hasn't gotten food yet.
Okay, go to.
I think so, yeah.
I'm looking at it. So.
okay. So I get an extra +1
Oh.
to my AC. That would be nice.
Oh, it's alert. I was thinking of. Okay, no.
This is the only one that would give me the one charisma. I need to put it at 18.
Sorry, I keep looking.
You could
at your
take
thing. So you're tough as fuck. You are,
So being a
Quick as fuck.
druid,
and you're handsome as fuck.
druids normally.
But you're
want,
not very strong or
um,
intelligent. You're a
wisdom.
quick himbo, is what you.
You might want to take magic initiate. I believe that'll let you pick it as well.
Let me look through it. That'd be more useful. Infinitely more useful.
Details. You need to skip all that stuff.
I don't think magic initiative gives me for that.
This is what I was looking at earlier.
There's nothing there now with that.
Oh, it was on a different page. All right, so your hit die is D8. That,
Pokey poke.
Let's stab. Let's stab.
Oh, I would do +1 strength of dex.
you have proficiency in light,
Oh,
medium
observe.
armor, and shields. Of course, you can't use metal, so those all get replaced with
Resilient would be better, but I'm already proficient.
mechanical stuff for the armor. And
So it literally just gives me a.
You could replace it with another one, I believe.
Here, I'm
Yeah, it
trying
has to be the
think of
chosen
what
ability for
your
the proficiency.
your saving throws. Your saving throws are intelligence and wisdom. Those are what I was looking for.
Oh,
So
here
you
we
have to
go.
dictate what goes
Yeah.
where. That's what I was looking for. Was what are your
Telekinetic will do it.
Most of your stuff is based off
Increases
of
your
wisdom,
attribute.
so-
One of the mental ones by 1. You learn Mage Hand, and you can do it without any components, verbal or somatic. You can make it invisible,
I kept on telling
and its
people
range
to use
increases
my
by
blue
30
one
feet.
because Shelby.
And as a bonus
not
action, you can
invisible.
telekinetically shove a creature you
I
can see
technically-
within 30 feet.
I
You make
bumped up
the
my
target
wisdom
must make a
as well,
strength
so
saving throw against your,
I think
spell save, yeah. or you can pull it 5 feet toward you.
Because I got 2
actually-
A creature can willingly
Oh, yeah.
fail the save.
and I got both.
This is a
both
feat?
of them.
Yes,
on my raise.
telekinetic.
That is
It's
way better.
Xanathars or Top is one of the two. It's a fun one, so
Well, the horrible thing is, technically, there's an ability that I can turn into, what do they call it, behemoth? I get half of my lost hit points each round.
Jesus.
I don't need health if I regenerate half of my entire health around.
Oh, then
Damn.
technically, if I hit 0 at 15th level and higher, I can technically give 2 people that ability.
So if Hannah dies, 2 of you are not ever gonna.
It's okay if I get reduced to 0 hit points. I can make a DC 10 con save. If I succeed, I get 1 HP, or I'm at 1 HP instead.
Yep. Basically, you don't get the automatic orcish fortitude, but you get a chance to do it every time.
And that was at 15, or no.
Well, I'm
Okay.
rolling really bad tonight, so this should be good for you guys.
Oh, mine's gonna be do.
My
Hey.
my favorite
Incompetent.
enemies, so you are aware, are fiends and aberrations.
Okay. Makes sense.
There is cake and ice cream out there.
Ooh, I shook that a
I
little.
grabbed a lemon cake and a coconut cake.
Oh,
Nice.
I get to pick.
It's your birthday today.
Should get another one.
Yes.
Oh, well, happy birthday, perfect. On psychic.
Yeah, I
Garrett's is on
texted him this
Saturday,
morning,
and then
Logan,
Logan's is the
2 in the
Saturday.
morning.
Oh, that's right.
Everyone.
when I got up.
Yeah, Father's Day is the day after Garrett.
Actually, when I got to work, I texted it. So.
I have no
You
idea.
still beat everyone.
Damn
so-
right I did.
I went to
There's
There's got to be some perks to this
I went to
birthday.
work on
Yeah.
Saturday, messed up my back.
Oh, I get 2
While riding.
more.
Something I was
I
riding
guess
for my
I'll
third
add on
test, then my back decided
Beasts
to lock up.
and
Starting from the base
monstrosities.
all the way up.
All
So
are
I
very
went to
relevant
chiropractor
creatures.
today.
That's what I was going with. And by what I
That's
was
a big
reading
old
about the
Yeah,
Bloodborne
so I think
Resurrection
actually
thing, it
for
sounds
my
like
backlog.
that's-
That was a fun
it probably plays into how I survived
And
the
then Ian's
Horde
got
with my
Bloodborne
background.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Because it's like you survived the Horde when they all woke up.
Yeah, the Horde will be wrapped in this one, which is a canon event where they
Yeah.
all took over the fucking city.
I forget, they let the
What?
rats out.
They helped the rats and then used them as a weapon, and then they took over. Like nothing could stop the rats.
Yeah, Logan's one character knows that.
Though a lot of those rats died.
Yes. Oh god.
I
They
never
weren't
got to
giant
eat one.
rats, so they had trouble.
Yeah, they weren't, bigger than you rats, Mr. Goblin.
Yeah, they were just
Helena, stop clawing that.
She was trying to get down, but she did the most obnoxious way of doing it. You done with my phone, Logan?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna chit chat with Kevin while you guys are finishing up.
oh. I suppose I can do my whole
I gotta look up my 6th, 7th, and 8th level stuff.
Oh boy, is there some delay.
And it's
Alright, Wisdom is my spell.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny because when I was reading the history of like the sacred flame or whatever, the symbol is either like a candle, like a lit candle, or a goblet of fire. And all I could think of is, what's the name of the goblet?
He said,
No one under the age of 18?
17.
17.
Because apparently in the wizarding world, 17 is a legal adult, I suppose.
Okay.
I mean,
You can drink when you're 8, so go for it.
I
in
use-
England, they can drink when they're 18 as well. So
we can do hide as a bonus action.
hold on, I gotta see what flash this does.
Only really putting down what's
it's one of the things
important.
I'm very envious about is that they can drink when they're 18.
Actions, essentially.
Pretty much.
Active
Here
things
we
you can do.
Yeah. Well,
16.
That is
England-
pretty
England
sure that I'm going
specific.
to worry about
Okay,
the rest of my
it's like-
spells. I like the ones
What's
that I
the
picked.
country?
meanwhile,
I
the
mean,
U.S.
probably won't go through them
was
all.
like,
so.
yeah,
Yeah.
smoking age,
I-
We do-
vaping
this
age
homeroom
is
did not go
18,
well.
And then
And
they're
I
like,
picked
nope, it's
At
21
least
again.
one
It's like,
spell
why?
up to level 4. So.
Or not
There we
again,
go.
but it's
You got
21.
options.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for when we do Pathfinder, for anyone planning on doing a spellcaster, you have to pick what spell is at what level for that day. So that is an alternative rule. We might do a little bit of that when we go back to the Grim Hollow campaign, just to kind of get to the feel for it, because after that will be the Pathfinder games.
Isn't
So
it like some you have to
Like-
determine what spell slot does what?
yeah, like I'm gonna prepare 3 shield spells for this day, and then 2 mage armors.
Some spellcasters are spontaneous and don't have to follow that rule.
Yes, but that's a very unique thing, I think, for the sorcerer, I believe.
I think
Or
sorcerer is spontaneous.
yeah,
But,
but
like, wizards
almost
and wizards,
everyone else has to do that. So to an extent,
When did you say we were going to start doing the Pathfinder?
once we finish up the Grim Hollow, so the end of that one, I'll start implementing some of those trends so people can get accustomed to
Okay,
it.
that sounds good. Yeah.
Just because we sure as hell didn't do that when we first started doing it, and we're like, what the hell does this even mean? So
Yeah, because that'll kind of help me too with you guys being a little bit more familiar
Yeah.
with this going in, so that way I can. Because I miss and me actually getting familiar with it as well. Because right now I have no idea like player stuff. I've just been looking at GM stuff. So
that's all we need you to do. Well, I've got some player experience, so
I'm done with the book now.
we'll get her
I think
done.
the rest can be done in my
and I have been working on like at the very least the first kind of part that you guys are going to be doing. So that's
Yeah.
And I got the map and the player guide done. So
Big things.
honestly, it's probably the biggest because it's like your guys' like knowledge of the
Mm.
world that you were born into. So.
It's how we get, it's how we cement ourselves as not just people showing up.
Yeah, you might not like
That's
know.
mine.
Like you guys might not know like all of the historical stuff, especially considering like where in the area you or where on the continent you guys decide like Hannah, if she decides that she was like in some like bumfuck town, she probably wouldn't have had access to a big
Y'all ain't from
library,
around here.
or be like,
was
but you
raised
would
by
know like
wolves.
basically like word of mouth stuff, like people coming in, travelers and stuff, but you probably wouldn't be like, oh, this book written in the 5th age of blah 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 talks about this.
What the hell's a book?
We use that paper for rolling our cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
So for the brutal critical, it says add 2 weapon dice on a melee crit.
Yep.
So
If you're using a great axe, that's 3d12.
So instead of 1 extra, it's 2 extra.
Yes.
Okay.
Barbarian. So
Barbara. That should be
once
your name.
we're all pretty much ready here, I'll have Shelby read one side, and then you can pass it off to someone else to read the other side. This is a little. This is like the general warnings for the environment you're all going to go into. Logan won't read it because his character will be. He'll be involved with it enough, so someone else can play around with the "do not eat this stuff" warning that they had to put out. Like this is extremely medieval. Like,
This is my book.
hey, don't use the hairdryer in the bathtub. Kind of like, don't eat the space rocks. Is rule number 1.
So out of everyone here, who probably has the lowest HP?
Probably him.
And
He's a full caster with sub 10 stats.
All right, then.
Hannah,
My
Hannah,
character.
this gives you ample opportunity to roleplay the fuck out of this character, though. Like,
15 times 4. 60.
It's a 5 intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 intelligence? Well, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, doing your health?
Yeah.
So we'll
Oh.
have to survive. I don't know why, but that's it.
That's why I didn't dump my wisdom.
I
need
need plus
something.
4.
Canonically, like in the rules,
Okay.
5, well, you don't
And
know
you
how
get
to-
D10, so
Yeah,
you'd have
yeah.
150
So, like,
plus
I think we
50.
just monitored
So
the
that's
town.
210
No idea how I
Yeah.
got here.
Like, you probably don't even know how to write either.
No.
You probably like know how to like carve out like your
6.
name.
I believe an intelligence
I
of
wanna
6
see
means
this.
you can understand
Oh, yeah,
language,
like,
but doesn't necessarily mean that you
Maybe
can
more looking like this.
transcribe it.
So you
But-
don't even understand.
No, you can at
Oh.
6 and 5. Like that's why
Oh,
a
okay.
giant eagle is such a. It's an intelligent creature, can understand you.
Hmm.
But when you hit things like 4, 3, and especially 2, once you hit 2 for intelligence, that's why a lot of charm spells don't work on you because your
You're too
brain
dumb.
is just. It's more like your brain doesn't even have what it's attacking. Like I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna make you very sad. Like, well, that motherfucker don't feel sad. It feels hunger. It feels, sexy time, and it feels tired.
Sexy.
Which was a powerful werewolf barbarian that I threw against you
I
guys.
remember that one.
Thank God for a mammoth to distract him for a little bit, huh?
For a little bit.
Who
Because
did the
I'm-
mammoth again?
I summoned a giant alligator and I
Because I'm
convinced it
proficient
to
in
not murder us
investigation,
after I
I
hit it.
roll a total of
And I
0.
turned into a mammoth, tried fighting the werewolf. And it lost.
Yeah.
It lost pretty hard.
I'm an investigator.
Isn't that right around the same time that I decided to summon, like, what was it? Was it water or wind elemental? And lost concentration on it?
Immediately.
Yeah.
And against
I got hit.
And
against
elemental-
older brother, you summoned Earth Elemental, which he started to, he infected.
But in elementals hate being summoned. They despise
Wait,
it.
so raising, what's everybody's like intelligence?
1.
Yours is low.
Well, I decided to change it because I have my dex really high, but like there's no points.
Dex
So
is your
I also
initiative.
decided that
Well, yeah, but at the same time,
Also,
Exactly like
dexterity
that
saving
forms
throws.
a
whether it's
constellation
throw
in my
stuff that
stars
goes-
on the
1,
body.
7.
There you go.
Charisma is something
Looks
that you don't
nasty.
really need as a druid. Intelligence
That's
is something
that's
you
a
don't really need
bad
as a druid.
that's bad, right? That's not a
That's
2.
about-
That's bad.
So we got a 1, we got a 7. What's yours,
So-
Celeste?
Intelligence?
Yeah.
My intelligence
13?
is 13.
Oh, you're the smartest one out of all of us.
She's the most
Wait.
unpleasant though.
And you're the
My
barbarian.
charisma is 2.
Yeah, but you're the barbarian, and you are the smartest one out of all of us. You're smarter than the druid.
Wait, what's your intelligence?
9.
Oh god, am I the fucking smartest? What the hell?
This is gonna go so well.
Barbarian is book warrior.
Yeah. Just like, it's just,
I
Nerd
know,
rage.
Therefore, I believe it.
Yeah.
I have a book, read it. It's like, I crack it open, and just her fist comes through the book to punch me in the face. Like, ooh.
Passive perception is 10.
Plus perception.
Okay.
And all modifiers
Guess I'll
affecting
learn
it.
shatter.
When the barbarian's the
18.
smartest person in the party.
And we have 2 full
2
casters.
full cast, shit's
And
gonna
2
go.
partial casters.
Shit's gonna go sideways, dog.
When the full marshal is the smart one,
She went to the college of like punch.
College.
My character will be your bodyguard. No. Like that's the
My
that's the
character will
background.
be
for
your
my
guys.
I didn't learn Misty said, so I think
Like,
I went from
the person
Oh,
that
okay.
created me to
110
make me as like, whatever
Wait,
they
what is
need me to
your,
be for either
class?
their purposes or for
he
like,
is a ranger.
like, hey, I'm your protection
What
kind of
is
thing.
what's your fitness?
So I'm like the
D10.
shield.
Did that fuck up?
I also have a
I
plus
feel like
4.
for what my health should be, I feel like it's way lower. 'cause-
Okay.
So you
So-
have a minimum of 150 because 15 levels at 10,
Uh-huh.
and then take your con modifier and times that by 15 and add it to it.
Oh, I forgot to add my con modifier. Thank God.
Paladin, you need help.
I have a 9 intelligence in real life. Okay, so
No.
I'm gonna make my first ASI be my con going up because I want that sweet HP.
Yeah.
Now I get
So the
12.
first 3 levels you do not have.
12 health, I get 11.
Yeah.
oh, that makes so much more sense.
And then I just gain 12 for every single one afterwards. So.
Yep. Unless you pump it.
No, but saying 18,
Oh
you do
no,
have to
my
max
hit
out.
points are not 2,895. I hit the wrong number.
One of the monsters will be.
The most charismatic goblin in all the city.
Well, depending on how my entrance is, I'm going to do quite a bit of damage.
Oh,
So
that feels more right now. It's
What-
238 now.
That is a lot closer to mine.
Ooh. So Kevin laughed and said, "I didn't realize everyone was going to roll their real world stats
Yeah.
about the intelligence."
Hey,
Alright.
you're
Oh, Thanks,
I am
Kevin.
not that dexterous.
Thanks, Kevin, because my charisma is a 20. So, and my strength.
I don't think I'm that wise, but I know I'm stronger than 4.
Wait, I'm saying I'm not charismatic.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
compared to me,
so 4 of you are pretty much set.
I am.
And Hannah, you're finishing up your stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a couple minutes.
No worry, you're just doing the fun math. We can get some stuff going while we're doing this. So Shelby, pick whatever side you want to read it, and then pass it off to someone not Logan. He doesn't get
I
that.
can read it next.
You
And
have a 1 intelligence.
I
you can't
recommend
he
not
can,
read, you
unless
don't
it's a
know.
new word. He has no idea then. He can only read things familiar.
read. Do you
'cause
want me
it's
to
something he
read it
knows.
out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Read it like you were, like you pulled it off the post and just.
Issued by the Amethyst Academy. Warning! Exclamation point. These delirium crystals have been refined by top Amethyst Academy mages into the magical talismans you see before you. You will find that no other vessel is as potent a focus for your arcane magic. Our top Academy research team has been experimenting with binding these to the hilts of weapons and other artifacts to imbue them with arcane properties that have proven incredibly lucrative and potent. Working with delirium and crafting, it is similar to a great sculptor working with marble. Beautiful creations emerge from master craftsmanship, but those less trained may fracture or ruin the otherwise beautiful stone. You may want to be aware of the problems and danger that may arise. Please read these instructions carefully to avoid immediate destruction. Possible results of interacting with delirium: dizziness, confusion, headaches, sore muscles, upset stomach, diarrhea, blisters, warts, runny nose. Sound like COVID a little bit, but turning on your friends and loved ones, COVID. Murderous tendencies, horrible mutations, implosion, explosion, disintegration, turning into goo, cannibalistic tendencies, loss of bones, fingers, toes, and teeth,
Loss of
madness, hallucinations, unintentional magical anomalies, disappearing or appearing limbs, extra mouths or eyes, sneezing, turning inside out, merging with other contaminated individuals, unwanted tentacles. I'm assuming testicles as well.
I've Krogan.
Becoming fused to walls, rocks, ceilings, and floors, unending nightmares that haunt your waking hours, sentient organs, sore throat, dry cough. If you experience any of the above, please seek out a member of the Amethyst Academy or a Church of the Sacred Flame for immediate reversal and healing, or else conditions may be permanent. The Amethyst Academy.
Don't you like how they just slide inside out in there? You might just turn inside out if you deal with this stuff. Oh, there might be a dry cough and a sneeze.
Alright, so you read this one, yeah?
Yeah, I read like that.
You get to read the warnings.
Alright. Issued by the Amethyst Academy. Warning. Do not eat delirium. The consumption of delirium will not increase your magical potency unless first refined through proper alchemical practices studied within the Amethyst Academy. Eating delirium instead will most likely result in contamination, mutations, and a death more horrible than mortal comprehension. Do not fracture or break delirium. Delirium is a volatile, and improper use of it may result in an arcane anomaly with completely random and unknown implications, including, but not limited to, fracturing the rifts between planes and causing a total collapse of reality. Do not touch delirium with bare hands. Delirium that comes in contact with flesh has a tendency to embed itself, which may cause some discomfort, possible illness, and mild death.
For severe death?
Do not feed delirium to animals. It has been well researched that animals who eat delirium have a tendency to become violent, rabid, large, angry, intelligent, and possibly maim and devour an entire research team of top mages. Do not expose delirium to fire, electricity, water, or children. The above-mentioned elements may have devastating effects on delirium, increasing its power and causing it to rupture and overflow in unpredictable or arcane ways, especially when exposed to children. Always use protective gear, such as gloves and goggles, when working with delirium. Make sure gloves and goggles and other safety gear is used when handling delirium. In fact, it's probably better to handle with tongs. In fact, probably best not to handle it at all. Expect occupational hazards. Many properties of delirium remain undiscovered. On the back is a list of possible known side effects to be aware of, as read previously.
There we go. So, you guys are going to be coming from the southern section by Emberwood Village, where it says basically the only, civilian living area near this destroyed and forgotten city. At this point,
Over here.
yeah, I'm assuming. I
All
cannot
these
see.
in the way.
But at this point, you've all done this before. You've been in this city a few times. Some of you were born here. Some of you still live near here. Others of you are like, it's pretty easy money to go in, grab a glowing rock, and sell it. So there is, like, if you find a chip, like a fragmented chip, 10 gold, right then and there. Something that weighs less than a quarter of a pound, 10 gold. If you find a shard, which is a pound, you find a pound rock of this, 500 gold. Just like that. So if you can, like, the barbarian over here can carry,
A lot.
several thousand pounds.
I could carry up to the next size.
That's a lot of gold. That's really, you just go and pick it up off the ground, pull it out of a ruined window. But you've all been brought together for quite the expedition. Your local contact has informed you that they have found several geodes in a cluster and possibly a massive cluster, which a massive cluster would be like over 8,000 pounds of this in one area. Single gigantic crystals and geodes. They're expecting more of your typical crystals and geodes. A little exaggeration from the people who have seen it, but it's almost too good to pass up. It's easy 5,000 gold a pop for one of these geodes. And you've done this before. You know what to avoid, and you guys have someone in your group here is pretty proficient in getting you through the city. Not that you all aren't, capable on your own. You have someone who was here when it happened. Someone who knows this city and what it used to be. And that's the fucking warlock over there getting soup. But so you're going to be at Emberwood Village area, and then you're going to go into the city whichever way works for you guys. You tell me the routes you're going to take, and I have shit just kind of laying around to do. And once again, this is, play test. This is some homebrew things. So the goal isn't to, like, have an incredible adventure. The goal is to test out some things and see, like, speeding up combat, making things a little more fluid. One of the things I am gonna try here is I'm gonna call for a roll. If it's a general table roll, anyone can do it, and then the next someone can assist. But if multiple people do it, the DC gets higher per person. Just so it's not like, well, we're all just gonna do it until we get it. Like, it won't be like, oh, no more crit fumble tables. I've hated them, and they're usually just cause feel bad. So you crit fail, it's just a 1. Maybe something happens like an anomaly or whatever when that's relevant. But like combat, you get a 1 with your sword attack. Your sword doesn't break. You don't throw it. You might fall prone, like onto a knee, and have to spend like 10 feet of movement to stand up. Your foot gives out under kind of thing. Not well, throw your sword, you're on your back, you die next round. So take that in mind, but understand that I'm pretty proficient with a lot of this stuff here, and I will be able to get you basically where we're going to go. There is a spot called the crater. The goal is to head to the surrounding area of that, but not to it. Yeah, to the cat's ass.
Alden is the crater.
Big enough to be. But at this point, whoever wants to take lead can take lead, but it's basically hey, get your stuff, come back to the village, make sure you stop by and get decontaminated before you leave, and we'll get you paid kind of situation. You've done it 1,000 times before. So you also know that if you don't give it all away, you can go to the academy there yourselves and have your delirium refined and enchanted gear, pendants, all things like that. Also, they usually pay a little better because there's no cut for the person doing the middleman stuff. But since none of you took like wizard or sorcerer, you will not have contacts. Hannah will have the best chance for contacts, but being a druid, probably not going to be the greatest. So
I'm the only one that we left it. That possibly left it.
the one that would have been targeted for forced application, essentially, because sorcerers. There was a sorcerer king who caused such a horrific time that all mageborn are rounded up, and instead of killed like the Silver Order wants, given shelter and training properly under the academy, which gives them a huge power and advantage. But you would definitely not be there. You, magic, you are a divine caster, and as a ranger, your spells aren't necessarily like learned magic. It's more of a connection to like your moon. That's where you get your power from, and it's not like it's not something you learn. You just kind of, especially you being marked for death, all that. You are just like, I can do this. Don't know why.
It's helped me survive.
So you have no contacts because you have no idea if you did or not.
Yep.
Easy enough. And you, puppet. What?
I'm her bodyguard.
Bodyguard? Okay. Where did you find that thing?
I have no idea how that
In
would
the
work.
dump.
Low charisma.
And how old are you? 5. So you're pretty recent. We can just say a rogue mage was making a golem, and magical
They're not made
anomaly.
the same way.
I know, magical anomaly.
Mm.
And one of the mannequin helpers all of a sudden got electrified and a little angry.
No.
Barbarian. Hey, you didn't come up with something, you get something.
No.
You were
Doesn't
AI
matter.
and you
The-
got angry
The only
and you
thing
got
I would
sent
have
to
for
overtake the world.
contact is maybe I've just worked with this guy in the past, and so I.
You all have. Like, you all know each other,
Okay. That's
and Logan's character, this little goblin, has been the guy that's gotten you in and out of the city repetitively. Though he's a bit awkward.
Well, just so everyone
Strong
knows
force of
of,
character.
Yes, yes.
just so everyone knows with my character, I've just taken the name since I really like the moons, Luatha. But I let you guys know you can just call me Lou. I'll
Lou.
move on to that. It's easy to remember Lou.
Lou. Doesn't sound like a German hit squad. But, all right. Well, whoever wants to kick it off, just kind of introductions, formally, however much you want. You don't have to go in depth. What you are, class, race, all that name.
Well, I guess since I started, Luatha, it's my name. I am a nebular demidrich, so basically just the skin of a starry night sky. And I am a lunar ranger.
Better than urban range.
I also have a very nasty looking constellation carved into my stars. It looks like a wound that's never healed.
Apropos.
That one really stand out with all the nebulous.
It stands out pretty well. It looks like somebody took the sky and literally cut a constellation into it.
Damn. Pretty epic.
It clearly is something that I didn't get in a nice way.
Look like a tattoo though.
No. I wear it like it's one. It doesn't look like one.
He doesn't know any better. Goblin.
So, I am a goblin. My name is Gelk. I'm a warlock. And his appearance, well, he looks kind of shabby. He kind of just wears whatever rags he can find. Whatever he can scavenge in the city. Kind of has like a hunched posture to him. He has trouble kind of moving very quickly. What else can I say about his appearance? Oh, yes. His eyes are mostly just white. He's a very aged goblin. His hair is starting to lose its color. It's very grayed and messy.
You have hair. All right.
He has hair, but it's starting to gray. He's very tiny. He's just a very strange little man in a strange big city.
Yes, it is a massive city. This is the capital of the kingdom, the country. So, West.
One second, Scat.
And our not a furry.
Hi. Vicar Cressida, champion of the sacred flame, order of the Eldritch Hunt. But I am also a skirmish. So I look like a lupine-esque woman with orange yellowish irises, slightly dog-like face a little bit, but most of the time it's hidden. Every once in a while. you
Helmet
see
comes
me.
off.
Helmet comes off and people go, oh, wow.
That's not a human.
Skin, you could probably see a little bit of it. Like, so ashen gray, it's almost blue.
Intriguing.
I got
Starry night sky kind of hue.
little clawies a little bit.
Mm.
They tend to pop out more when I'm like, "Ah." But taller than your average lass. About 5'10", 5'11". Older, about early to mid 30s. Been at this a while.
Are those
Always-
dog ears?
Dog ears. Big, tanky, wearing plate armor with a long sword and a shield with goblins of fire.
Sword and board paladin. Can't
Sword
beat
and
it.
board, baby. And that's about it. Just pulsating with righteous energy.
All right, puppet.
It's Robit now.
Oh,
No, it's a mannequin.
Droid.
robots took over a galaxy, so
Okay.
cracks the planet.
So, I am a barbarian mannequin. The name is Strike Her. 2 words. Because the creator did come up with a name. So it's like, Strike Her? Like, that was the name. Was her. But I took it as Striker. Yeah.
Very DC.
Yeah. I'm not super tall, only 5'9", but you could tell while I'm walking that I'm hefty and the weight relevant. Like I'm at least 200 pounds.
What are you saying?
For someone that's 5'9",
You're just made with
in
like,
a
heavy
slender
materials.
build,
No.
yeah, it's
Very
like it's a
dense.
dense material.
Like,
that I'm
it's
made
not
of.
like lightweight titanium. You're like iron.
Well, it looks like
Yeah,
porcelain
yeah.
with like lines of gold,
Saying some
and
shit.
my eyes are literally
your,
gold.
Your skeletal structure would be
Yeah.
the heaviest part.
More so for you, but
I am entirely silver.
Definitely.
Like I made out of whatever the like. It's like stone for the entirety of me. They're not quite
Oh, like a
but
golem.
Lego.
but mannequins are made out of lightning. Like that's how they are
Animated.
given. And whatever. Shut up, you.
Pull the lever.
Wrong level.
The person
With
that
the
created
power
me
of God
sold
itself.
me off as a shield, literally a living shield. I just got passed around for the last 5 years.
I don't like the sound of that.
I got
The
frat house.
paladin blushes. Oh my. That was prey. Strength.
Yeah.
There we go. Are you ready, sis, or do you
I
need
got-
more time?
I got most of it. At least I got stuff for introduction.
All right, hit
rest
us
can
with
be
the introduction.
figured out later.
Who owns that thing?
Somehow I own it, which is weird going through it. But Viva Maria, I think I was pronounced Maya. I could have ran it, but just call it Viva, I think at this point. Then Misery is your last name.
What was the first one?
Let's see if I
How's it spelled?
It's Levimia. So Levimia? Levimia?
I mean, you can have us pronounce it however
Yeah.
you want.
I do Ilias instead of Elias.
L-I.
Levimia. So
Viva.
Levemia?
yeah, me is
Levemia?
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm
thinking.
gonna go with Misery.
Yeah.
Misery or Levi, one of the two.
Street or Levi.
Let me see here. She is.
Augustine or Bob.
Yeah. Augustine or Bob.
She's a Druid of Circle Symbiosis, so technically at least a couple of her limbs.
I was trying to think of a fancy name, and I was like, Augustine.
We got a couple body horror players tonight.
Yeah.
So, what have you dismembered?
Replace with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deer head, goat leg, octopus
Well,
tentacle.
technically can't cut off my own head.
Oh.
Well, it's a
No.
limb.
No. If you read further into it, the super devout eventually replace their own head.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
So
We're
you
not
just-
level
Not
20 yet.
yeah.
You
Not
guys-
level
you guys
20.
look like Davy Jones.
Oh yeah, we're going crocodile.
You set your head down, dinosaur. Just a giant fucking T-Rex head on a little body.
Oh. And I can beat you're a gunslinger now, and you're gonna execute Sauron's elite general with
Yeah,
the, with the nine.
technically, I don't think you can actually replace your own head, but you can replace your limb.
Yeah,
But
you're level 20.
actually, it doesn't. Maybe I missed it, but it doesn't go up to level 20.
Oh.
It stops at level 14.
Oh, all
So
right,
technically,
maybe
your
not.
heart gets absorbed though.
That's an important organ.
So you're technically still a living being, but when you're mostly whatever. And when you die, you can technically give two willing creatures next to you the ability that you get for at least a minute. So that's how that works.
Heck yeah.
But I haven't quite decided yet, but probably at least one arm and one leg are missing.
Missing
Well,
or
not
replaced?
missing.
Okay, I was like,
Not
well,
completely missing. but
big
not
difference between a
completely-
peg leg and just no leg.
Well, I guess once you know for sure what they are, we've seen them before, so.
Well, I mean, technically, you can full on just cut your legs off and replace them with your legs.
Haha, I switched my legs.
Are
Make
you
it
going to
run
be a
faster.
centaur by choice?
I found this decapitated horse, and I got an idea.
Awful, terrible, wonderful idea.
I've always seen them in the books. The day I became one.
I
I
am
didn't choose
horse.
the horse life. The horse life chose me.
Technically, one of the abilities you can get is called goat hooves. So
Oh.
technically, you can cut off your own legs and replace them with goat legs.
I'll let
At
the
least
horse
they're
body
feet.
swing. Like, let's go.
No, replace them with donkey legs and you just kick everyone.
There you go. But yeah, I haven't quite decided on that yet. But,
No worries. Well, it sounds like we have an interesting group. All right. Devout Paladin might struggle in this
the
one.
goblin, I think, is the most normal looking of all.
Oh, not until I fight.
Oh, yeah,
Really
not-
bad.
At the moment.
Out of combat.
Face value,
Just
yes.
when
Oh,
I
did
can
I see the tiefling? I don't
Yes,
think
you
I
did.
Yeah.
If not, we knew you were.
Yeah.
All right. So where Emberwood Village is, you take that main road up north, and from there on, you guys can go whichever way you want to go. There's main routes, which should be labeled on that map, side streets, whatever.
There is a cat.
Oh wait, what's your name, Logan? Sorry.
Oh, Gilk.
Gelk. I thought it was Gek.
It's like, oh, it's not even
It'd be
spelled.
way cooler if it was.
He is a level 15 warlock. He only has 10 years to live.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, dang, she did not want off of
Oh,
this
baby.
thing.
Her
I bet it's
pants.
probably really
Her
comfortable
little
land.
pants. were also-
There you go. Yep. So you guys are coming up from here, and you can take any route you wish, and we kind of want to head into this general area, this haze area.
Am I going to be at the city waiting for them?
Yeah, you're gonna meet them wherever you guys want to start.
I think
Gilk the goblin.
is this like a
Looks like a waterway.
It
No,
is
a
part of
wall.
the yes, there is a wall that separates the capital. Because it's raised up where that wall is. It's
that
a
critter
bit of a
hits
tiered
wall,
city.
then?
Yes, it
Because the wall would have gone straight
it-
through.
it blew through it, and the castle's up here because this wall, then it's elevated. Then up here, this is elevated as well.
Oh.
I know I don't have a topographical map, but I do not like doing this.
Well,
You can turn a sheer cliff into a gentle hill if you aren't paying close enough attention.
That looks fine. Well, wow, you have your cousin that climb 300 feet.
So, all right. However, which way you guys want to do this, essentially, the four of you are going to meet your guide right up here. And at this point, you're wherever you want to start, you start, and you just tell me the way you're going, and we're going to just do stuff.
And obviously, like, we all know each other, and we know
Yes.
Logan's character as well.
He is the guy that's been helping you do this for a while now.
Okay. As we walk up and see him, I go, Gelk, my friend! And I run up and give him a hug and shake him around. Oh, it's good to see you.
Make a con save now.
Oh, what
Misery
you go?
or Levi.
All right. Which one does your character? Let's go with Levi.
Yeah, let's assume you.
Everyone's game down too.
Oh, yeah. I should probably do
But
that.
how the hell am I going to call you?
Wow, guys.
Hello there, Druid.
Oh.
Hello.
And Shelby, what
Person.
was your?
She was Biker.
We're
Vicar.
friends, so Cressida, but Vicar Cressida to
Cressida.
the heretics.
I will use that then.
Since I've heard Vicar more, that's what my character is going to call you.
Okay.
'Cause it's harder for him to remember names, but he's been working because he talks to Yelk a lot.
You call me Vic. You think my name is Vic?
Like the vapor run.
And I take so much pity on you because you're a heretic. That I'm kind of
Look
trying
at
to
this.
gently nudge you into
Whoa.
the path of the sacred flame.
What's your character's name, Hannah?
Let's just call it Levi. Levi. Yeah, it's Maria Misery. Levimea.
We'll look up the actual pronunciation of that word once
Yeah.
it's not relevant.
And let's see here.
Is that
Being
striker
good.
with a
When we talked before,
Strike
what
her.
time of day
Two
is it
words.
right now?
Good question. Give me a D6.
6.
There we go.
6.
6. It is midnight.
All right. What moons are out?
Let's see. How many options did you have?
A lot.
Yeah. Let's just say here.
I don't remember his voice.
I remember a few of them I liked. Oh. Ritual blood.
Oh, I'm out of my drink.
All right, it is a shattered moon.
Okay. Any other ones?
There are 2 moons here, but the other one seems to be covered in a fog. You cannot
Okay.
see it directly, but it's got a purplish tint to it.
Okay.
So you know it's not an ordinary, but you're not sure which one it is yet.
Okay.
You activate a power, it might,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
but you're gonna have to get. Give me
Yeah.
all the moon.
I just
I-
put everyone in a big huddle. It's good to have friends back and together again. It's been too long. Ha! Strong. You're a worthy friend. Lou! My friend.
It's shattered today. And that one, there,
Yes.
that one's purple.
Yes.
Remember which one's purple.
Remember what I taught you. Red and blue together. That makes purple.
But it's not those.
No, not those ones. We're studying primary color.
Secondary color.
We're studying primary colors and what.
I know the colors. I can't remember what the colors make when they mix with other
And if you did it in front of them, sorcery. All right.
Breath wise, I have like studded shoulder pads, my 2 rapiers at my sides, and longbow on my back, and I have like a very open chested thing to show off my constellation.
Oh, Logan, you have a ring of protection +1, and then a staff that boosts your spell attack. by 2.
Ring of Protection also gives +1 to saving throws.
Sure.
I looked it up.
Nice.
You don't have armor. You're gonna need to save it.
Oh,
Because my AC is better with it.
yeah. Clothing wise, it looks
Same
like
view
a
as
bit
well,
like
sis.
a Grecian dress.
I'm actually
Like,
gonna change
the
mine.
You have a
most
ring of protection
simple
+1,
outfits.
and then you have a staff that gives you +2 to your spell attacks.
Oh, we can get the weapon as a plus as well as the.
Yeah, I told you, you get a +2 weapon and a +1 ring.
Oh.
Factor in, do the math.
My brain did not.
Really role playing that barbarian.
Think.
Now,
It hits
So,
hard. That's all I know.
We have
Okay.
a new job. Yeah?
Yes.
We must go into the city and collect the evil rock.
Yes.
Good paying job. Moon rocks.
This money will go towards the poor of this. We will.
no one lives in this city.
I live in this fucking city.
Like I said, no one lives in this city.
We get more moon rocks. More moon rocks.
I want to have like a tricked out wagon as my own.
Sure.
Right.
Well,
It's
covered
parked
wagon.
nearby.
None of us can fit in it.
It's just for me.
I would take it.
No one goes in the
It's like a carrot that's like
drowsy.
in my humble abode. I just learned that I get haste for free. Fuck yeah. Got rid of Thunder Step for this.
Kill the.
Then the giant cat came back. Pack it up. We can't get the rock. The cat's here. Oh, she wants to play.
She wants to clean herself.
Oh, wow.
So where is job? Outside crater?
We're going. We're going near the fair.
You're gonna go to that purple haze around it is the targeted area.
We're gonna go a little bit outside the garage still.
Say we probably met up. This looks like a pretty good place to meet up.
Oh, okay. We're leading up here then.
Yeah, why not? Did
Oh,
we
we're
decide
going-
anything else?
Around the wall.
Yeah,
We
'cause
started down here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes more
Okay.
sense.
We literally
'cause
started down
It'd be
here.
hard to start here because it's a walled in. It's not
Oh,
I was literally this, and it cut through here for the crater, and then like this literally that's a wall.
So
I'm
like
thinking-
out here in these random squares.
Oh, we're starting at the very edge. Okay.
Yeah. I don't like cities much, but the crater has the moon rocks. We need more moon rocks.
We must trudge forward. The sacred flame in our friend will show the way.
Do we have clients for these moon rocks?
Figure we're selling to those villager folks nearby. They always provide nice food and cozy blankets for the vile stones.
Yes. Generous.
He just
Individuals.
he says vile stones. He seems arguing with something, but to himself. I didn't really mean that.
No. The stones, moons, they are good. Moon are good.
Yeah.
Say these stones are moons. What the?
Moon make me live. Again, I'm here because moons. And stones come from sky.
I can't slap it. I want to slap it.
Friend, savior. Savior, strength. Violence for The enemy, the heretics.
It doesn't need to be saved. I have it all the time.
That is why. Good compatriot.
Better wording.
Well, the night's young, but we can't waste any in this city. A lot of the dangerous things are sleeping or lying low, so their best chance.
We go now.
Some of them are.
So much shit is active right now.
We actually picked the worst time to do this, but we have to do it now because I don't want to do it later.
You do know that the ratlings are a major problem at night. So the sewers would be a horrible place. Above ground and in areas that on this side of the wall are all right. This side of the river are basically impassable. There's enough of them here where you guys do know that there are some serious monsters running about. One of them happens to be a mutated T-Rex that avoids them.
Right, if that thing doesn't want to. Alright. I have a plan.
So I would not recommend crossing the river that splits the town in half, but I have stuff for that if you wish to. So
How well do you think we could climb on top of the buildings? Perhaps we can just go over the streets.
Oh, go up? I'll transform and fly.
You have to go down and pat them down.
The sacred flame, all is pop.
It's just
As I clunk with my heavy plate mail.
Don't clunk at all.
You fly too?
My heart does.
can you turn that down a bit?
I frown.
Oh.
You look at me and you're like,
The volume on the bottom. Bottom.
I should have learned fly. Why didn't I?
You could have taken an invocation to just happen.
Well, I mean, I can fly there, but if I could learn fly, I could help someone get up there.
You're gonna climb, huh?
But I'm
That is.
Yeah.
or jump. I could take the one where I could just jump.
Because climbing is an athletic.
oh,
But I can
that's the
speak
good.
Oh, okay.
I just got spider climb.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're using spell. Gotcha.
I'm spider.
But what path are we thinking of taking here?
That was just a suggestion. We don't have to take that.
Where?
Yelk is open to suggestions.
I will follow wherever you should lead.
Gilk, you know the city best.
Fucking stressed.
Go.
Well, the sewers are impassable right now unless we want a horrid and quick death. We must avoid the river, as that would also lead to a horrid and quick death.
There's no boats that really go through the river that you are aware of, though some have tried.
My favorite.
And the bridges are usually patrolled by minotaurs. So
Jeez.
By what?
minotaurs.
At this point, why not?
It's canon, so go fuck yourself.
If the thing pussy is killed.
There's like more of them.
Though the null threat has been dealt with, so this area is relatively safe because a group of adventurers managed to, with the help of the sacred flame and the
Huh.
covered lanterns, kill him. Essentially, they led him into Slaughterhouse Square, where the executioner is, which is a giant construct that you also should probably avoid. Mainly because I don't have stats for that.
It kills it, but you want me to tell you.
And yeah, the Null King is dead. Which means that the church inside the city is once again active. Though some heretics are inhabiting it right now. Some
I will
priests
show
of the fallen flame.
Show them. They're way righteous back.
What become the Church of the Cold Breeze?
It's no.
Yeah.
I
But-
like shudder when you suggest anything cold. How dare you?
Should they be in our path?
No, they are over by the Temple Ward area on the other side of the river. Unless you go over there.
Say either we cut through the streets, to be quick and clean, or we take to the rooftop so we at least have the height advantage. It is. I look at the route. Not all of you may be able to make that. My eyes settle on the heavy armored talon at like an extra second.
It's an athletics check.
That is true. It's actually your strength.
Though climbing the side of a
I guess
building
I-
is extremely difficult without assistance of some sort. If you just try to climb it, you will fail. You'll need to do something a little more inventive to get up there. because I cannot climb the side of my house.
You're not.
You haven't tried.
I have.
To be fair, not a lot of people.
But with a ladder or something to, you know, elevate yourself to make it less of a 10-foot roof bar, you got to grab to more like a 6-foot.
We have rope. We could tie each other.
You guys could literally just stand on me.
Just a recommendation. So,
As long as you pull me up after.
Uplifting spirit of the sacred flame.
so trying to get a little more realistic sense to this. So,
Or a ladder. I will take a ladder.
a ladder, crates, a magic spell, human pyramid will work. If Tremors can do it, so can you.
Really don't want to be at the bottom of that.
You shouldn't.
I can't die there. I'm in agony.
So, what are we thinking?
We would.
Let's start noble.
Army style.
You would have the strength to do it for just about everyone easily, but you.
I would have also have the strength. Basically,
If I see
everybody.
someone coming at me, no, I can do it on my own. Because I have to be back.
But as long as you, one of you, help the other up, they can return the favor and you'll be fine. So, yeah.
I could throw you on. Probably.
I don't weigh much. I'd be screaming the entire time. I don't think I can fly, but I can.
Levitate, right?
Wait, no. I can fly.
You took fly?
No, you just when I transform, you have 3 features.
Oh,
So I
okay.
can fly and get gelatinous bones in my belt life.
That's a fun one.
I can't die if my bones are gelatin. It's still harder.
Aldi. So, is that the plan then, to get up on the roof?
Fear guy.
Oh, he's afraid.
Yeah, I'm very afraid that we're going to meet.
I'm so fucking scared right now.
You shut the fuck up! I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up.
So, I will roll for Celeste. Shelby, give me a strength check to assist getting, you know. Okay, I know Celeste has a pretty decent modifier, so.
Sacred flame was abandoned.
You just turned it off.
Yeah. It really peaks.
It's
10.
10. All right. That's fair enough. You guys are using your brains. You're working together. You got her done. So, but it will be the barbarian hoisting you up to help her up afterwards.
Yeah.
So, because Celeste, what's your strength modifier for a strength check?
I'm at full. For a strength check?
Yeah. So just
Strength
a
or
modifier.
athletics?
Strength.
I read it's a +5 for
So yeah,
strength
you got dirty
static.
20. So yeah, boom. There you go. You two are more than able to do it. Just making sure things go smoothly.
Haha.
And they do. You're on the roof. And it will take some leaping to get between some buildings. Others are damn near pressed up against each other. So as long as you're smart about it, you can, you know, hopscotch your way over there pretty easily. You may have to toss the halfling between some houses, but call him Hopper.
I can be the bad guy in Bugs Life.
So
Oh my god.
there, someone got the reference.
You boing between the buildings.
So, what building are we starting on, and where are we headed, folks?
Where did we start at?
You guys started down in Amberwood Village, so anywhere through here is fine.
Probably.
I would recommend closer to the main city.
Cause yeah, we're probably gonna. As soon as we're like in the danger zone, we want to get up there to the. So we have the high ground.
Okay.
Anakin?
Yeah. we can just
I
break
need
in.
2 perception checks. One from someone up front, one from someone out back. It is darkness out, so dark vision will
Can I
come into
use my
play.
passive
What's that?
for passive perception?
Yeah,
You can roll, and if the passive's higher, we'll use passive.
Okay, I will do that.
And I am also doing that because I have 150 dark vision.
Yeah, you use R1.
Ah, not 20.
Oh my god.
For a total
28.
28.
26.
26 and 28. All right. Well, none of you are elves, but your elven eyes are seeing some stuff. So,
I look like an elf.
first off, there are several little bits of look like crystal just kind of skipping down the street as if there may be in a hole in a pouch someone was carrying them in. They're not big, but there's a pretty consistent stream of them. But with above 25s on both of them, you can see the haze off in the distance, and it seems to be like methodically shifting up and down the main streets. You two with a 25 know that sometimes the haze kind of animates into an elemental like creature that is known to rhythmically pulsate and maneuver to lure in organics. So you both have a you're very certain that if you were to take the main roads, so
She was not
if you were to
expecting.
come up this main road here, that there would most likely be some sort of haze elemental here, and you would assume that, this one through here, which is a bit more of a direct one, might as well, but none of these smaller ones would. But this one, you know for certain. This one, there's a possibility.
Anomaly creature. Haze monster.
Avoid the main
Infiltrates.
street. We zigzag through the back alleys all the day.
We will crush this if we must. If we encounter it.
And
But it's like punching a cloud.
Sacred flame burns into me. All moisture in a cloud.
Four.
We'll evaporate it with my righteousness.
Oh, well.
As I'm
So-
saying that, I'm like
Or
slowly,
we
like
keep
kind of
jumping.
less believing it. Like
Or we keep jumping it down there.
jumping is great.
all right.
No, we
So, to hopscotch your way across these buildings, I'll need some checks from everyone. Athletics mainly. And if the athletics fails, there'll be an acrobatics check. If there's any abilities you want to use before to enhance your rolls, say so now.
I'm just gonna cast jump to try to triple my jump.
All right, your jump is now 3 feet. Because you have a 1 foot jump right now with a -5.
So
Is
I
it-
rolled a 20, and my bonus that's a 30.
30. All right.
I'm just
Is it
gonna use the area.
athletics?
That helps grow things.
Okay.
My
Athletics or
athletic-
dex?
Athletics.
Okay.
My athletics, my first roll here was a 7 with a nat 1.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm going to need an acrobatics.
We shall see.
29.
29. All right. Logan flew, so he's null and void. Hannah,
I rolled a 19.
you're good. You're good.
I was
really
one
fuck
off
this
from
up.
that,
I'll
yeah.
transform, but I can only do it
So,
once for long rest.
This is a group check. So with a nat 1 and a nat 20, they cancel each other out.
Nice.
And it'll basically be up to Hannah's roll. Because Logan just is null and void. Because he's just going to fly. Which you do see this little goblin sprout some fleshy wings that don't really look like bat wings. They're not really bird wings. That's nasty wings.
You just sound
Oh,
seem
you
shit
like
flying.
Hey,
It looks like there's more mass that came out than actually comes to this body.
I was
Check it
starting
from
to
the right.
slide, and then
Yeah.
maybe, depending on this roll, I get just grabbed and thrusted by our
Ooh.
paladin here.
Do not worry,
Athletics?
friend. I
Actually,
have you.
toxic fumes as well. So
The sacred flame guided me.
It's towards the. Yep, you look at skills.
Oh, there you go. It's like, yeah, so it's
Gently to use.
30.
dirty 20. Okay. So, yes, you're all jumping across. Lou hits the edge and the tiling slides out from under him, but a steady hand grasps at his arm there like a warrior's handshake. And, you're comforted by the
The warmth. And embrace
yes,
of the
the
sacred
the
flame.
warm reassurance that yes, the paladin has caught you. Always have, always will.
You're welcome.
All right. And how far are you wanting to go up this way before, taking a time to scout out or look around more?
Well, I mean, a good
We should
3,
be, like, past
maybe
the
4
block
blocks
before-
at best.
before we start gaining the landscape.
So, like,
So about in this area here then?
yeah,
Yeah.
before we
Okay.
do another scout.
This large area. All right. Now, would anyone else like to give me 2 perception checks? Noah, your sixth sense has been tingling this full time, but it's been just kind of like everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going into the
All deep.
crater, I'm assuming I'm always feeling it, but
It has suddenly just stopped.
oh, guys,
Like you can feel stuff in the village because it's not that far away, but it just stopped. The whole mile radius. So that'll be what's happening for you during this while they're looking around. Who's making 2? I need 2 perceptions.
Do
I'll do
what?
one.
Okay.
My perception is very high.
Ooh.
I'm not super.
Perception.
19.
My passive's 18. Oh, it's only off by 1 point.
Okay. So 18, 19. All right. Go ahead.
I feel the Eldritch around, and it stopped. I don't feel it.
That's not a good thing.
Not here. I always feel it here.
Whenever you don't hear anything right before an attack.
Logan, give me a dex save as you say that. Hovering in the air, you are.
Shut up.
As some tendrils that look like they're made out of flesh and bottom jaws
Yeah,
sneak out of the chimney and try and wrap around you.
I got an amazing 12.
A
Wait,
12
check or save?
saving throw. The
Then
dex
it
save.
would still be 12. I don't have saving.
Well, you're an unlucky goblin right now. So as he's saying, like that's when something attacks. These fleshy tendrils made of teeth and sinew Just-
Can I switch places with him?
as a
Bonus action.
not a reaction.
Sorry, a reaction.
Oh.
Oh wait, I can also use this.
Yes, careful defender. If creature within 5 foot is targeted by attack, switch places with willing creature to become target of attack instead.
Okay. Yeah. So all of a sudden you're out.
Yeah.
And these tendrils have you, and you are yanked through. Since it was going for a smaller thing to drag it through the chimney, which may have broken some bones, the chimney is being destroyed as it drags you down it. So
The worst Christmas.
the warlock is flying, switches with the barbarian who gets just like instead of breaking apart and going down like a fleshy thing would, the chimney is just being like ruptured as it gets dragged down.
Yeah.
Yes. Tiles are falling everywhere, bricks are exploding, the house itself is starting to shake. Initiatives, please.
Oh.
Okay, before we go into battle, how the hell are we doing our HP?
You get max HP every level. So
Because
15
you rolled
times
the D20
start.
instead of doing
Sick.
D6.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I forgot to miss that part. I'm like, how the hell are we doing this?
The what?
My PHP.
Ask.
I said it.
Is Hannah using it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, I have one. Sorry.
What is my...
Just
What background did you take anyway?
background? Oh, marked for death. That's why I have.
Ooh.
Ooh, you
Was that
guys are
one
lucky.
quickly from that?
I'm glad I have advantage on initiative rolls.
Basically, I've already been there.
All right, initiatives. 25 to 20.
21.
20.
28.
28. All right, Celeste is
Wow,
28.
I get
Shelby,
plus
you had
10.
20?
20.
And you
I
had
get
21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Considering that I
20 to 15?
16.
Close. I have 12.
Well, you all lucked out massively.
Is this thing just a little dumb right now?
It's slow as shit.
it wasn't. It was expecting something fleshy, and it got something
It was gonna...
very rigid.
This was frog nabbing fly, and it got like a hornet.
a
So
brick. Yeah.
a brick.
This doesn't add up all.
Like, oh my god, this is way bigger than I thought it was. But so to set up the scene here, let's remove the map. Yeah, ignore the drawing there. Essentially, that whole square is the roof you are on, and those are 5 blocks. You are basically on top of an apartment building, or what used to be. One of those apartment buildings that have like a full kitchen, living room kind of thing. I'm just erasing your thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Shelby, there's a little box on that chair. Could you grab that?
The Amazon box.
Yeah. That has all the placeholders.
I mean, unknowable shipping company box. That's not sponsoring us.
They're not going to sue us. They don't care. Now, if it was Nintendo, they would sue us.
Yeah,
Don't
just,
speak.
just send a message.
And just so we're aware, this is north. So I'm just gonna go. Grab one for everyone. Grab one, and I will draw our enemy.
Oh, that's downfall.
Yeah.
We finally in the right direction.
How big is this? This thing is huge. No wait, it's way bigger.
I don't know what color.
Doesn't matter.
I will take orange for the sacred flame, and it's also cheddar, so it makes sense.
Yeah, if you just use your other ones, that should work just fine. Cheddar.
I'll take
Alfredius.
I'll take the red one.
Red one. Blue. All
Blue,
right.
and I'm blue. That works.
Ilias is green. Cool. All right, so red and orange are taken. We've got black, yellow, and green.
Blue?
These are the ones that we
I didn't
have.
see a blue one in the box.
I want to be green because I'm a goblin.
Okay, Logan is green.
Goblin.
All right, you're black, and Hannah, you're the yellow.
I'll be the noble.
Okay.
ogre.
So
I am cheddar because
right now, you guys are still on top of the roof, but you are going through the ceiling. This is a 2-story building, and you are on the 2nd floor, and you still don't see what has you other than there's a massive holes. Do you have dark vision?
No.
Okay, yeah, you don't see anything right now. It is pitch black in here.
All right.
And you're first. You are currently grappled and restrained.
I don't know how to go about doing this because the thing I would want to do, because I instantly get it, for being. Hold on, I need to get to my pictures. Yeah, the roaring crash is what I would like to do, but I'm currently grappled, right?
Yeah, grappled and restrained.
And restrained. Well, it's movement speed. Can I use the lightning step? Because it makes me teleport.
If you're raging, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me.
So you got to rage, and then you
Okay.
could teleport.
Yeah. I'm gonna rage, teleport to the bottom of the fire, the chimney, where the fire.
Where it's taking you.
Yeah.
You're gonna just teleport down farther into the, because like the 2 tendrils have you, and they're taking you that way. You want to go straight down.
I mean,
So you are blind right now, so
would I know how far away it is at this
Nope.
point?
you
I
just
don't-
get yanked through the roof.
I know approximately how far up it is, though, right?
Yes. You're gonna teleport through the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back up.
Okay. How far is your teleport? It's a huge amount of feet, isn't it? Like 90.
No, I
Starts
think
at 30, and then
it-
it goes up.
it's my normal speed is 40 now.
Oh, and
so
is it twice that?
I think it's twice that.
All right. Are you going 80 feet in the air?
No.
All right. How far are you teleporting up?
To basically be on the roof, maybe a little above, so I don't,
Same.
actually run into the roof itself.
That was the other thing. You can't see, so you're gonna give me a D6, and odds you hit the roof and go through it. Evens you don't hit the roof and go through the hole you've already made. There will be damage on colliding with it.
6.
6. All right. Yeah, you go right up through the hole you made, and you are now kind of in the air, falling back down.
Can I see into the chimney at this point?
You do not have dark vision.
Well,
It is midnight. It is pitch black in the house. Outside of the house, there's moonlight. It's dim, but that house is pitch black.
That's
is
not a good
the hole like too big for me to try to like reach out and grab her? or
No, you would be able to as a
Oh,
reaction to do
Can I
that,
try to grab a hold of her?
if that's what she wants to do.
Am I within 10 feet of an enemy creature if I land up towards the top?
No.
Towards the roof? Okay.
It was yanking you through the floor. So.
I'm just making sure there wasn't another one that was invisible.
Yep.
Just making sure. Because that lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning step does that. Okay.
But if you
so-
want to land on the roof, that would be an acrobatics check to align yourself, and then you can either roll a same check to help her, or you can roll athletics to help her, or she can get advantage on her acrobatics.
Okay.
That would be your reaction for the round,
Okay.
if that's the route we take.
You know what? I'm pulling back into the chimney right now, right?
That is where you are headed at the moment.
Um,
You managed to go straight up. Otherwise, you may have launched yourself into the street.
can I use the rest of the movement speed on the lightning step to go down and try and hit it?
No, it is one movement. You can teleport as a barbarian, then hurt people doing it. You got your teleport.
Roaring Crash is when I enter in the barbarian mode.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be able to jump into the air 30 feet, but it had me, so...
You cannot endgame Thor this entrance.
Oh, the bitchin' though.
I wanted to be able to leave.
Yeah,
just
I
kinda
know.
like,
It would have been cool, but
Yeah.
so what are you doing? You trying to stick your landing, or are you going to try and attack it as you go back in? Because you will fall in there, and it will be damaged.
I will try and stick the landing.
All right, acrobatics, and are you going to roll an athletics to help, or are you going to give her advantage?
Acrobatics.
I'll give her advantage.
All right. So roll twice, take the higher.
Acrobatics.
To basically control your landing and try not to fall into the hole.
23.
23. All right, she lands. It sounds horrific as stone hits tile and shatters, but she kind of rolls up, and you're on your side prone, but you rolled, so you didn't take any damage from this. And you are at the moment away from the collapsing roof, which is slowly collapsing. Okay. Paladin, your reaction is now back.
Oh yeah.
Start of your turn.
The proficiency and the bonus.
Proficiency, modifier, and then +2 from your weapon.
What's that bigger power than spell attack? The DC is 18.
It'd be 8 plus 5 plus your modifier.
55.
Then 18.
And the roof is like starting to like collapse.
It's like you can the tiles are sliding in. It sounds like the area between rafters is falling in, but the rafters are still holding.
I guess they just.
A golem was just getting through the ceiling.
I guess they just call out, "Children,
Oh.
run or fight!"
I've actually been reading the next part wrong. I get an additional +5 to that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you succeeded.
So you
Yes.
do a superhero landing instead of fall.
So
Friends, children, run or
you
fight!
can communicate in combat.
Yes.
So.
I'm assuming I can only see the thing tentacle.
No, there's nothing above the ceiling anymore. She got down and there's lightning bolted out of there.
We should run. We don't have a clear eye on it.
Aha, I will run to the next roof and try to. If I make it, I will try
With
to.
friends
catch-
down
Alright.
there, they'll need help.
Friend is here. I point to her on the roof with us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I try to like? run?
We are in combat, so if you want to run and jump, I'll need an athletics as your action. Well,
Okay.
part of the movement action will be an athletics to jump,
Okay.
and then acrobatics if the roll is low.
So athletics then.
Yep, to launch yourself to the next row. We're in combat.
19.
Is this
19, close enough there. You launch off, and you hit hard, but you roll, get up, shield and sword still in hand. You're on the next roof. And the house is like it's like vibrating. Okay, Hannah, you are next.
Oh, real quick. I landed. I never used any of my actual movement.
Your movement is the blink, right?
That's the bonus. This is actually.
Oh, did you want to get up then? That'll take half your movement, so you have 20.
Okay. I forgot about that. I was like, wait a second. That doesn't
Okay,
count.
so you are up.
Okay, well, I guess, since we're moving, hop onto the next building.
All right, give
I
me
have
an
a
athletics.
righteous handout.
Do kind of my wild shape. Like, become a large creature. No, not
Large creature, health
I was
collapses.
just gonna say T-Rex.
We need more firepower.
concept will be athletics, right? Or acrobatics?
Athletics.
Athletics, okay.
I will say I do have a handout just
No.
in case.
Oh, I completely missed. I got rolled that one.
Nat 1. All right. So you go to run, and some of the tiles slide out from under, and you just hit that edge hard. You are now prone. Oh, and I did forget this, but at the start of your turn, I need a Constitution saving throw from everyone.
Oh.
So
Do you want
Celeste, yep, then Shelby, then Hannah, and at the start of
retroact?
turns.
Oh, what kind of saving throw again?
Constitution from you.
Does that have something to do with the creature?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got like 12 abilities, and I didn't read this one.
No.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. You are all right. Shelby,
22.
22. You are all right. Hannah,
8.
8. You take 10 necrotic damage, and you gain a level of contamination.
Oh no.
Take 10.
10 necrotic damage and gain a level of contamination as
Oh.
there's an essence around this thing. Like
You.
basically you're standing next to some uranium. Which
Your max HP is wrong.
Well, no, it's because I have to do a negative.
Do you have negative con?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You have negative everything.
Ooh.
So yeah, it goes down by times 8.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
5 times.
so Hannah, I need a D6.
D6? Like this character is not well. Not a 2.
2. All right, you do not get a mutation, but you are contaminated. You have no symptoms yet.
Okay.
All right.
Wait. It's the gift that
Is
keeps
your
on
con 7?
Then
Or is it 8?
Noah, you
It's
are
7,
next.
so it's a
All
negative
right.
2.
Con save to start.
giving.
Yes.
Actually, worse than
Well,
that.
negative 2 times 8 is.
No, we're level 2.
Constitution. So that's a 15.
All right, you will take 10 necrotic damage and you gain a level of contamination and give me a D6.
That's a tough save. I actually got to roll good.
It is. This thing isn't a damage dealer, it's more of being around it's brutal.
I'm just writing down where to keep.
Oh, that's.
And then a D6.
Yes.
4.
You are good. All right, what would you like to do?
Well, if everyone's running, I'm going to run.
All right, give me an athletics to leap.
That's a 1 again.
That's a 1. So, you see where Misery got caught up in this tile, and you're like, all right, avoid that, go off to the side. This whole side of the roof is just collapsing in on itself. You, one of your legs goes through the roof, and you are restrained at the moment.
Okay.
So, it basically would take your action for the turn to pull yourself out, because
Okay.
you just used your movement so far.
Okay, so I could still pull myself out.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, I'll do that.
All right.
and,
Your action is used. You still have how much movement do you have?
I have 30 feet.
All right, you would still have. Ooh.
That's the total of 30. So.
Yep. Yeah. You're. That's where you're at.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Well, I didn't get to dash or anything, so we're good.
Yeah, because of the. I was gonna just have it be the roll, but since the failure, that's the movement you get. That's
Gotcha.
where we're at. Anything else? Bonus action?
See here. I don't have any particular bonus actions that are going to help me right now.
Oh,
Okay.
you used your action yet?
To pull himself out of the
Oh,
hole. Yeah.
okay.
Because, yeah, I don't really have any place to really hide right now. So, yeah,
Not
no,
really.
I think I'm good.
All right, Logan.
Let me roll me. Roll out here with all these using my. Oh, not bad. Good modifier. I have good con, but I'm not proficient in save.
Ooh, this is gonna be a brutal one.
Can it just die of a heart attack so we can move?
It has too many hearts for that.
It dies from heart attacks? Oh, then. I got a 18, yes.
18. You take 10 necrotic damage and a level of contamination. Give me a roll.
I'm guessing this is a DC of 1.
Yeah, only the person got a 20 has surpassed it so far. Maybe it's not my
It is brutal.
Get a D6. Around the holster. This. It's
All right. What would you like to do?
Am I still flying?
Yes. You're flying and you're a little farther away than you were before because you got
I'm trying to see what I can do. We have someone thrown, right?
She got up. Yeah. She spent her movement to stand up.
How much space is it between the next one?
The next roof is only about 15 feet, so it's an easy enough jump. The problem is getting to the edge of the roof and jumping it.
All right.
Because you guys are kind of like in the middle on the peak looking around when this happened.
I'm going to. I have 30 movements.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't get me quite across, right?
Not without a dash.
And just take my action. I had a plan, but it requires. Wait a second. This is a bit unfortunate because I'm going to have 3 spell slots. But I'm going to Misty Step to get closer, so I don't have to use my action to dash to get to the other side.
Okay. So you teleport over.
And I'm going to land. And then I'm going to hold my action to use my telekinetic to help pull someone toward me.
Gotcha.
And they make a jump. It only helps with 5 feet, so it's not an instant victory. But
5 feet is 5 feet.
yes, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
I can't jump 5 feet in real life. Like,
Fantastic. That's a good use.
I'll knock down one of my spells.
All right. Anything else?
I already used my bonus action to cast. I used my main action to hold. That's
Okay. At the end of your turn. All right. We have 5 players, so someone can roll me a d6, and this person is going to be targeted by an action. So whoever wants to do this. All right. Who's one?
Just in order.
Like 1. If you hit a 1, you re-roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, D.
2.
2. Hannah, I need an
Oh, no.
intelligence saving throw.
oh no.
Oh no.
thank God.
Out of
Thank God it's
everyone.
not me.
It could have been me.
All I could think of.
I would have had advantage.
13.
You take 35 psychotic damage. Sorry, psychic damage, and you become insane.
So it's psychotic.
Wait.
Yes.
What's your intelligence?
I get super proficiency on it,
Oh.
but yeah.
So you take 35 psychic damage, and you are now insane.
Wait.
While insane, you cannot take actions, can't understand what other creatures say, can't read, and can't speak in anything other than gibber.
So I'm really just laying on the ground.
You stood up, and then this hit you, and now you're just like panicky, rambling, and
Do you
Right.
do you have any like advantage on any saving throws for madness? Because I do. I wasn't sure if anybody else
No.
had.
I don't really get
this is
benefit.
not madness.
Oh, it's not
This is
madness.
No,
insanity.
it's
This is a
a-
psychic attack.
Oh.
Madness is its own saving
Oh,
throw.
really? Madness,
Don't worry. Yeah.
Madness and insanity.
This thing is not a fucking threat other than what it does to your saves. It's constant attacking. Debilitating effects.
Hannah might be able to start watching that
All
arcade
right.
before us.
Just so I know
She might
if
be
I can
dead.
apply it. Is this thing
There's this
a
as well,
fiend,
so apparently,
apparition,
put
beast,
up the house
and
with
or
me, but
monstrosity?
It is an aberration. The moment it attacked, the shroud around this town, this 1 mile like dampener disappeared, and now you can tell that there is a gargantuan aberration in the basement of this thing that's holding the house up like a Venus flytrap kind of thing.
Oh.
Like if you open a door or a window, you're grabbed. And it just so happened to hear everyone thunking on the roof, and
We thought we were safe. We were wrong.
We were so
Yeah.
wrong.
so yes, there is a gargantuan aberration. It is 20 by 20 plus.
But really, it's pretty much it's
The basement is filled with this thing.
Really fighting it wouldn't have been much of an option unless we had a hell of a stuff.
And Noah, now that you can sense it, give me a Arcana, a Religion, or a Nature check.
Actually, I have some of this spell does. If I can see it,
I'm gonna go with religion because that one is 0.
Okay.
8.
8. You do know that from the poster you read, you do remember it saying that sometimes delirium can make people fuse together and into things.
Oh no.
So maybe people took refuge in the basement and just became a fused mass of.
And some asshole brought in some delirium and was like, "Let me taste it."
Oh, it could just be. Yeah.
They could have just been.
Guys, I found fruit.
Small animal ate delirium. Big monster made of people.
The gist of it, yeah.
I'm like, what?
All right. Now it is the monster's turn.
But he's already fucking us up.
So there are three people still on the roof.
Yep.
Okay.
Sacred flame.
Continue. No. 3 attacks. All right. So each of you will get an attack made against you.
Also, just want to bring up, I don't know what our stopping time is now. It is 8 time.
Yeah. We'll go a little longer since we did a character creation stage. And I don't have to work.
Yeah.
I do.
So, all right, Hannah, that's a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Celeste, that is a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hit.
And for Noah, that is a 18 to hit.
I did not take the hit.
That is-
Nice.
I rolled a 1. Okay, so you two,
He is very protective.
since it has to smash through the roof to get at you again, it'll do less damage. So it's going to do about 10 bludgeoning damage to the two of you, and you are grappled.
I have resistance to bludgeoning.
So you'll take half of that. But you are grappled.
Well, I think it takes.
And then after that, it'll end its turn, and we are at the top with Celeste.
Now say that.
oh,
now
fuck.
I can't miss you. Fuck it up.
So,
Up here, it is dim light, so you can see, and you are grappled again. You are not restrained, just
Okay,
grappled.
that doesn't do that.
Noah's character has bled to another roof.
Oh wait, the
Not
target
yet.
is restrained. Holy shit! This thing has 12 tentacles.
I have not fled yet, but I'm getting closer.
It is the 3 of you up here.
Sorry.
It's been tamed, guys. It's ours now.
It's more like, should we run or should we
It's my 7 buckles.
murder it?
Well, 2 of them have already left. They've jumped to the next row.
So these two.
Those 2 have already
Logan's and
jumped.
Shelby's already
Yeah.
have. Okay.
About half of us are over.
Can I grab Hannah's character and leave?
You are currently grappled yourself by the tentacles.
Oh, right.
Well, you can see, so.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
So I'm going to.
And it didn't say anything about me. You can only do
All
this
right.
time,
So
just
it
in
has
case
me
it's one that's
grappled.
fit for it.
Does that mean that I get
I
advantage
didn't
on
know
hitting
about
it
this. That's
since
fine. We
it's
go back
within
to the
striking distance?
No.
That would be too low and one of
I burned one of my own. I only have 3 spells left, but y'all.
Wow.
You would have to grapple it first, and then.
Oh.
I mean, he's in
Well,
the
It'll be a
I
rough turn for him.
suppose I'll do my lightning step out of
Yeah,
there.
just make it.
I get free one while I'm raging.
Okay.
Raging.
And where are you going?
I'm gonna get closer to Hannah's character,
Okay.
and then
So with your lightning step, it will cause some damage.
Eating your animal.
no,
Yes.
I forgot.
not
You
to.
can use the
To
attack
all
of
creatures.
the
The
day.
allies
no,
have
no.
advantage on the dex save.
Nope. That was before I hit level 14.
Oh, okay.
It's
This is insane. So.
I need to double check the wording, but it's I believe my proficiency bonuses worth of people that I get to choose are auto save.
Oh, okay. So she auto
I
saved.
believe that's how that works.
And this tentacle is grappling her, so they will just take the damage.
Yeah, I now move up my full movement speed. I choose to merge the lightning, teleport the distance, move instead.
heretic.
All right, roll the damage then.
It has no sense of
Oh no, I was thinking of fulgurant strike. All right, so 3 times my con modifier, so it's just a static 15.
15. Okay. Oh, and I need a con save from you at the start of your turn.
We're still moving.
But the tentacle does like jolt off and let release her.
You need
You said con save?
Yep.
Dude, is it con saves that get advantage on?
That was bad.
There's strength checks that get
Oh,
advantage
strength.
on.
What'd you get?
Con save
Mm-hmm.
15.
All right. You take 10 necrotic and gain a level of contamination. How many are you at?
That's my first one.
All right, roll a d6.
Three.
All right, you're all set. So you've used your free ability.
I used
You
the
have
free
your
one.
movement, you have your action, and your bonus action.
Yeah. So I could. How close is it from me to her?
You're 5 feet. You're right there.
Okay. How far is it from me to the next building?
35 to get to the edge, and then it'd be a 15-foot jump.
I can use my. Wait. To hit the edge.
Yes. Of the
Oh.
roof you're on.
Oh, the one.
This
I'm
is a
on.
huge building.
Okay.
This was an apartment complex.
All right. Cool. I can use my lightning step to get to the edge of it. And
Are you
then-
just going, or?
Yeah, I'm grabbing her and leaving.
All right. I need athletics checks from both of you.
Both of
I
us?
haven't
tasted something sweet.
Huh?
seen it.
Yes. You do not want her to touch you, so I need an athletics check.
Oh, okay.
You're trying to fight her off.
Druid
athletics.
Mhm.
It's a strength check, so I get an advantage on it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm assuming you'll be able to grab her, but
Yeah, she's a druid.
and Hannah had some really bad rolls.
Yes.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you grab her. She is flailing about frantically.
40 foot for the lightning step, and then whatever it takes to get across, it's another
And
40
athletics.
for my movement.
You'll roll in athletics with disadvantage because you're carrying someone,
Oh, wait.
so flat roll. You good, sis? Thank you for cooking.
Yes. 21.
21, all right. She, you get ready and you see she's struggling, but this mannequin just kind of football carries and lunges over and lands on the roof.
I'm not that big.
My
I
character.
know that our bruisers are truly bruisers.
Yes.
They can do the things
Okay.
like this.
Anything else?
That was just my bonus action. My.
Well, your action was to grab her.
Oh, okay. No, that's everything.
Okay, Shelby, Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
We're still within the range.
It's a good size.
Oh yeah, I gotta write down how one level.
19.
You take 10 necrotic damage and gain another level of contamination. I need a D6. How many levels of contamination do you
This
have?
is the first.
The first. Okay. Everybody's got a level now.
Yep, we're all friends.
4.
Nasty.
You're good.
Okay.
All right. The turn is yours. You still have one ally on the roof. Though it is the one who can see the best. With dark vision, a sense.
He can see what's happening in the next block.
Yes.
If you live this, go down that block, you know what's down there.
You can actually see this thing outside of its contaminating presence.
You can
Okay.
dream of being outside of it.
It's my turn, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anybody that's still on the other roof?
Just Noah. Lou. Hi guys.
Oh, do I have anything?
This sucks.
Don't think I
I'm in the owlies.
All of a sudden 12 tentacles just rapidly yanking me.
Oh. Okay, so I have to use my action to my whole thing, but might be worth it right now.
I realized I actually have access to
If
shield and I forgot to play it.
Technically,
You know, it's
if I mark Noah as prey, I can teleport to him, grab him, and teleport back.
I'm going to kill him. I'm now no longer going to
Pray.
Does it specify that it has to be an enemy?
Designate a creature within 60 feet of you. as
You
your
are a
prey.
creature.
I am.
And you are within 60 feet.
You just have to think about killing him for a little bit.
I need to get my hands on him.
Yeah, and I can see him, so. Would that be acceptable?
What action is this?
It's, Channel Divinity, Hunt the Prey.
Is this a bonus action then?
As a bonus
Okay,
action.
bonus action. Yeah, you
I just,
all of a sudden your friend on the other roof like points her sword at you and then just teleports.
no, I point and I go, I'm sorry. And then just, And I'm right in
See a
front of you.
flash of hunt in her eyes, and all of a sudden she's there.
And then I grab him. And, I don't think I can teleport again, but can I just try to like jump back over to the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would my action been triggered?
Because that was a bonus action for that.
On this one.
Okay. I was not gonna say they succeeded. I wasn't sure if it actually.
Basically, you're there if they don't succeed.
Yeah.
To help out.
Oh,
So,
so
yep.
that's still active?
Oh yeah, it hasn't
Very
been his turn yet.
Okay, very
So yeah, roll your
Athletics?
It's good
Yep.
to read it. And
and Noah is not resisting, so it's not a flat.
28.
All right, yeah. So you
Yeah.
jump over,
I really don't need that.
Yeah.
and you're just like, all right.
So, but just letting you know, you're just gonna be marked for a minute. So I'm gonna be like,
I don't like praying.
that got my hackles raised.
I should have left him on that roof. All right. So the goal is to escape, to run away,
We
right?
want to get that far.
Then we are out of combat. No more contamination.
Yay! I don't have to.
There you
use
go.
What little hair I have.
For this.
It's like one health
Oh,
cell for this
hey.
little.
No.
All
You
right.
got Charlie Brown.
I styled it to perfection.
Style to perfection. All 3 hairs, Homer Simpson.
I think about Charlie Brown. He's perfect in one hair. Probably.
Okay. So you guys are now at the end of this block. You're at the point where you can see a purple haze just in the air.
I
Question.
don't remember that.
quick,
being there.
real quick.
It's
It's-
always been there.
Is the contamination, like, if I was to use my lay on hands thing, would it work like a disease and like I can...
Not at all.
Okay.
This is something special. You know you
Got
have
it.
to go to see an Amethyst Academy member or the church to get this purged, and it is an extremely unpleasant experience that will involve several hours of vomiting, diarrhea, and flu-like symptoms.
I mean, we're probably used to doing it. We scavenge this place a lot.
It is massively unpleasant either way. The more contamination you have, the worse it gets.
I mean, I imagine though, with like how much the payday is, we don't have to do this too often. So while we go through a very unpleasant trip, we're set up for this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, making
After this one, you guys are going to make a lot of money. But what would we like to do now? Hannah is still fighting and very pissed.
We're
Okay.
gonna keep her restrained until she falls.
Can I
Yeah.
examine her to try to find out how long this is going to last?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana or Medicine check.
Let me see if I'm back. Perfection of both. I am more wise than I am smart, so
She's over here bragging.
I'm going to look at him. Let me know if lesser restoration can help.
I will if I know that specific spell can assist. 22.
22!
I got plus 6. Being armed.
Well, looks like Hannah's not going to be crazy for too much longer. I just got to double check. I'm pretty sure that lesser does work.
I could have went greater restoration, but I forgot to write it down. I'm gonna look at my enhanced spell list.
All right. So with that roll, you do know that she's insane, and this is temporary. Thankfully, it'll probably last until a long rest is taken. And lesser restoration would not cure it, but it would lower the intensity of it until that long rest hits. It would require greater to just cure it.
I mean, I did not take that spell, and damn it, that would have been helpful.
The only one who could is currently insane.
Well, we go over to Lou, and well, that spell you specified it help, but cure it. It'll eventually go away on its own.
There, you are being held by a some sort of monster made of stone that seems to be vibrating with death, and it's got a firm grip on you. Survival instincts are saying this is bad. You are going to die.
Light and free is all activating.
Will
Yes.
it help enough?
It should get us through here. Once we're done, wait it out.
Okay. And then we have to wait. Okay.
I will say a prayer for our friends. For
I
our
think
friends
there's now
insane.
flailing and growling and
Yes, you are getting the full, angry
It's
through
always
it.
crazy to see.
I'm just gonna come up,
stains and nuts.
and then I lift a piece of, like, just trying to use the lore of refined delirium that I use for my spell casting that I got from some amethyst people that were on the travel. very small piece.
Yeah.
Lift it up, touch. By the moons, restore.
By the time you get done, Levi probably tries to bite you.
Oh yeah, the fangs are out.
It only takes a one action.
That's all it
Okay, then
takes. So does hers.
Yeah.
People,
Well, she's like
No.
swinging the tail of the back of her head, so it's kind of.
thunk, thunk, thunk.
I was gonna say, is some other appendage flailing out? I guess you could do different ones.
I think we could put more
Just
on
a tentacle
myself.
flops
Yeah.
off her torso.
Look at it. But so the madness is still there, but you now understand that these are friends. You can take actions again, but you have disadvantage in all mental saves.
Oh, and then when it comes to my patron,
Right
I
now?
liked the hive mind idea.
You
we
just
talked
hear
about
The
that.
hive mind?
Just calm down.
Okay.
If you want them to play any part in this, that's what I've decided.
You gotta find some first.
Well, except the bit that lives in.
Levi friend again.
Yeah.
Good work.
By the
I
grace
tried
of the
to patting your shoulder,
sacred
but
flame.
I need the back of your calf.
Ooh, angry girl.
Good
Oh, she
job.
did.
Oh.
I'm assuming you're like massively taller than.
6'2".
Yeah, I'm only 3 feet tall.
With all my armor, I look 6'2", but I'm actually quite like.
Yeah, like I'm standing at like a stature 6'2", slender, like almost mannequin blank feature looking.
Can no less, you say?
So, all right, you are now at the haze. This haze is a constant contamination zone. While you're in it, it's constantly trying to hit you. But since you're working for the Amethyst Academy and all that, you were given vials of can't remember the name of it. Basically, it gives you 3 auto successes when you want to use them on contamination. And you're immune to the normal effects of the haze for 8 hours. So, for the next 8 hours, all of you have 3 auto successes on contamination rolls. Because you're experienced with this, you don't take it till you get to the haze. Because even shit like that isn't as bad as being in the haze and constantly being hit with it. Essentially, you're putting on your rebreathers. And you're given some emergencies. But once this wears off, you will uncontrollably vomit, diarrhea, and be exhausted.
Hope I get
With
out
a
of the plate armor.
Possible mild case of death.
No,
Oh.
you will not die from this potion wearing off.
Oh,
Polish it many
You get 6 levels of contamination. Yeah.
The sacred flame burns away a
So.
lot of things.
We are here. What would we like to do?
so where's destination? One spot, gathering what we find.
I look
Down
down
there,
toward
making
Main
a
Street. Start
Oh.
looking.
You must pet.
So, Main Street would be. So you guys are here. You're looking down the road toward this one here that would circle around. You're on one of the main side streets right now. You're at the very corner there. But yeah, you're looking down through here then.
I just kind of put a hand on my chest and I say, my gut feeling says that's the right way to go.
Okay.
Okay.
He's right, you know.
He's a
Gil says
professional.
go. He knows where to
He
go. He got contract.
Lead us.
Is there? I'm at this point. What can we say? We just got our asses handed to us, so that's what I thought was the safe route.
Hannah got her ass handed to her. Everyone else did all right.
Like, we're trying to figure out.
Next time you can roll the dice and it won't affect you. You can hit, you can hit someone back like the barbarian, like I don't know, the ranger with 1 intelligence trying to make a DC 20 save. It's like if it hits Noah, he fails instantly.
Yeah, he can't possibly succeed.
On a nat 20, he gets a 15.
Alright.
The only thing I could
Yeah.
do is ask if I can think of anything about that creature. And I'd have advantage at that.
You can think about the. Wasn't that a religion save? You
Yeah.
fool.
The sacred flame provides.
To the moons.
The moon.
So, what are we doing, folks?
I'll say that and then I'll wait for a party. Though I will probably swap my V-shaped things around. It takes an action to do that.
Okay.
I get 3 at a time. I forgot to mention.
But
Gelk
it's,
says,
yeah.
Gelk says go. I say we go.
It's fine. Straight. I'm looking for the best possible route. My goblin hunts. I think
What
it
do we
took
have
detect
here again? One payout, lots of little ones.
massive single deposit.
Big one.
a
You get that?
geode.
We're set up for doing goblin hunt. Maybe months.
Long time.
Maybe months. Someone likes to spend his money.
I buy this food
to
in
be
one.
able to afford the new sanctuary.
Hmm
Yeah.
This is a lot.
I could then pay somebody to get
Huh?
me.
People still dead.
No.
No, okay.
No,
So, like,
tieflings are just demon people.
So
Yeah,
at
like
some
they
point,
live in-
yeah,
You have an infernal heritage.
at some point when your ancestors fucked.
Celeste is undead because she died and came back.
Yeah.
I can buy an amethyst pocket so I can learn more.
I will live comfortably in my.
Or was that
micro-fitted
Noah that
wagon.
died and came back? Celeste is a construct.
In the Grim Hollow campaign.
Oh, Grim Hollow.
Her tiefling in that one is.
Oh yeah, her tiefling.
I gave
Yeah.
me
Yeah, that
untied
one
rates
is
for
I
from-
forgot about that tiefling.
In this, I died and came back. In a sense.
Real quick before Celeste gets back, did that? I know there was some hang up with abilities and all that, but was the danger present?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like we're
Okay.
quite just saying we're gonna wait. So
Okay.
you gotta run.
Well, it's very vulnerable once you get to it.
So it's like it's an
It's
ability.
got an AC of like
Where's-
12.
The damage wasn't bad. Our level 10 damage a turn, nothing.
Yeah.
But since we were getting contamination, it's at more than likely every
Okay.
single turn.
Not everything has to be damage oriented, so.
I think 10
Yeah,
damage.
that's what was scaring me the most because I don't know the threat of contamination.
Oh,
but
it's
I
bad.
know what little I know is I don't even want this one. So
One has no effects, but if you get a second one, negatives start happening and you get mutations a lot easier.
see, it just sounds like to me,
One is fine.
about as comparable as the exhaustion table.
Yeah.
Maybe when it's low, not the biggest deal, but there's also other problems that come in, especially
like-
in combat.
Oh, yeah.
Problems with
If
damage.
if you hit 6, technically you die. But if you've got enough mutations, I can make you into a monster.
I mean, I-
Okay. Trying to do let's just. All right, we got it.
It did.
You don't have to kill everything.
People just cast cure wounds on yourself at level.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, but your brain hurts.
So,
Oh,
oh, you are out of combat, so that'll be full healing.
okay.
Yes.
Oh, that mechanic when you're healing.
That's a homebrew I'm going to work on. I think when you're not in combat and the adrenaline's not going, you have the time to actually sit down, perform it right, and devote your
That's
time.
to cure my headache. Or
It makes
Yeah.
healing spells really powerful.
some backup technique.
Well, they're meant to be used out of combat. In D&D, they are. Pathfinder, they're supposed to be used in combat.
Yeah, because it was negative constitution. Yep. That's why the wild shaper for this one is so detrimental.
What is it with you and druids and low con? Like,
Okay, I can roll that first
I mean,
time.
you're,
I had a good con though.
Your Curse
She
of
did.
Straw Druid was
Fucking
an
beast.
amazing tank.
Yeah, yeah.
And more health than
More
us
known
combined.
for sickling than anything.
Yeah.
Fine, this
You're
one
not even worth a werebear transformation. Polar bear, sorry, that was the
I
go-to.
was gonna say werebears
Yeah.
are totally different thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it was polar bear most of the time.
Yeah.
It was like
Because that pops it off the ceiling in the underground meeting
And
chamber of the
cultists
cult.
were like, "Ooh, how
No,
did
they
this
did that in her bedroom. That was her bedroom that happened.
It was in the basement and the bedroom because the devil haha, and she's like, no,
All right.
all right, we're gonna fight.
Also-
Do.
We were in some like noble's house. It was
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
second or third session.
The
I joined
necrophilia.
in on.
It ended with.
Yeah.
And you were in some
the
noble's
brother.
house and you turned into a spider, tried to sneak up, and then a guard stepped on you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you and I was like, oh, she's a hermit. She doesn't know social customs. And thank God I rolled high enough that they were like, she wouldn't know not to be a spider. Like,
Well, I almost got cleaved by one of the chefs in one of the places I went because I figured out the spider through recon, but he almost found.
yeah, one of the chefs. She said,
Yeah.
oh, so it was like a Little Mermaid, Sebastian the Crab.
Espionage
situation.
has its dangers.
Oh yeah.
People don't like
Um,
spiders.
Are we doing
By
a
yourself
Wednesday
there.
session this week?
That's up to you. So if you're up
Okay.
for it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Check with Kevin. Make sure that him and Son are going to be good. Because we'll be good.
Yeah.
So
I'll wake
Um,
up and start playing.
yeah.
Well,
What?
Wake
I
up.
wasn't sure if he told you or not, but yeah.
D&D. Go to
how's-
bed.
his phone
D&D.
still work yet or no?
Discord.
Lunch
Discord.
breaks.
Yeah,
Got it.
Discord.
Reach out to me
Read
in
the
Discord.
rules.
And if we do a Wednesday, probably just Discord it since
That works for us. So
yeah,
I will-
literally
will
it'd just
definitely
be me
bringing
coming
back
over.
the
Yeah.
player.
till Logan moves in, we're all in our own place.
Yeah.
So.
Once that happens, then I'll probably start
Up
coming
to
out
you,
again.
so.
But like otherwise, I can feed myself at home. And
Yeah, yeah.
Years to prep for
We
this,
just-
but now with,
I have, like,
COVID
ramen
being
cups at
online,
Scabbage, so.
it's kinda getting
But-
pushed up more.
Alrighty. So
Within the end
the
of
route
the
we're taking. Where are we going? Which way we want to go?
Main road?
I assume my gut feeling says the main roads are best.
Is there any trees? Okay.
There are trees. The main road actually is a bit of an avenue and boulevard.
Oh, it's
Except
trees
for
are
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. The
I
last
can
is
feel it.
Okay.
All right. Just
Peace.
to also settle this because of favored terrain. Since we normally come in here for this, can city be
Oh,
one
yeah.
of mine?
Absolutely. If you
Alright.
wouldn't take it, I'd be so pissed considering the Urban Ranger is a subclass in this game.
they added
Yeah.
urban as an option in Tasha, didn't they?
Yes, but this is the Urban Ranger.
Yeah, there's straight up the subclasses. You are good at fighting in the city. It's
Lot of-
super good. too.
Basically, we're not going to be slowed down by difficult terrain. We can't be lost except by magical means in the city.
Which is an actual threat.
You didn't? I thought you were. I figured you would have took that because the roofs are difficult terrain.
Yeah,
They're dilapidated.
I figured it would be city, and then since I get a second one, I'm
There's
assuming
the woods around.
Yeah, woods outside of the city.
Werewolves will live out there, maybe. But yes,
Where the
so
trees are.
there are trees in here. There is foliage, though you do know from reports that some of the foliage is animate and hostile
That
with psychedelics.
sounds like a
But you do know that those are like
Pop up in another.
they're kind of lotusy looking, and they're typically around Queen's Gardens, so
That's a lovely bit.
where the former queen herself raised them.
Okay, yeah, we're so.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're away. That's also where the T-Rex normally stays.
We don't want to recreate a scene from Jurassic
God,
Park.
too bad I don't have my other two. The two turns into
Oh, T-Rex, I can do it now.
Everyone else turn into a T-Rex.
Hey Pixie, you know what we're doing.
I can't turn into anything.
Oh,
True.
no. You'd be the one.
I'm just
Wah,
sitting back
wah,
watching
wah,
the T-Rex
wah.
fight.
T-Rex over here fucking high-fiving. Yeah, T-Rex.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate transformation. Why be a
T-Rex.
spiky-tailed goblin when I can just be a T-Rex?
So where are we going?
Well, you lead.
All right. I'm gonna reshape myself. I have said,
Go Pomeranian.
Is the streets just covered in smog?
There is a low-hanging smog, but it's almost looks like normal city smog, and then there's a haze above it. But it's like ankle high on you, so the haze is way up there, but the smog is like
We're on the roof. Going downward would mean we'd have to cross the haze, right? To get down to the street.
crossing the street in front of you would be the haze. Basically, you guys stopped at where the haze is thinnest. Once you move forward at any amount, you'll be in the haze. The haze is hundreds of feet high.
All right, so no amount of roof or street.
No. The only way to avoid it would be to fly way above it and then kind of around it, but you have to go into it either way.
And there's no way. I only. a couple
Aqua
of us-
Asparago, that's what it's called. That's the tonic you
So
took.
we can't avoid it. So that
No.
means, since this roof didn't go so well, perhaps we should take our chance with the streets. We might be able to see them coming a little easier that way.
If they've been ahead of us, I can let us know by tracking.
Yes.
I could.
Like when
Immune.
I found that group of gophers.
What did he do to those gophers?
Ate them.
No.
Which I would have done.
Then the group of gophers became one because they found delirium.
Good for
I
you.
could just do my commune with the sacred flame, divine sense, see if there's any evil, powerful creatures nearby.
You're more than welcome to.
There's a lot of evil nearby.
But I will
There's a house just behind you now.
reshape my
But
body
yeah.
to form natural
Are you
weapons.
doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
I also activate combat instincts and spider claws.
I also just role playing wise, I will have a hand on the
Ah.
hilt of my sword.
Scabbard
I'm
sword.
gonna grow a large spike tail, and then I'm gonna grow. Let's see, my hands and feet grow a strange mucus, and they get insecticide features, so they're just kind of like spider limbs. And I'm gonna get ready to crawl down with this giant spike tail behind me.
Well, you can sense one abomination currently scuttering its way down the side of a building, but that is your guide.
He's done this before.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. I can't
This is
fight
pretty
it.
mild,
It does still make the hairs on my arms stand up.
as it should for everyone.
My normal limbs at this point.
As I'm holding the hilt of my sword, I go, remember, friends, you are always prepared. You never have to be. Think. Sacred flame provides. Look.
You are not able to sense anything too large. You sense a lot of minor things, like some probably mutated ratlings, but nothing of the like, oh no, worry about it. This is stuff that if you approach will probably scurry away.
Do not go down that.
When I reach the bottom, I'll
There's a
reshape
chipmunk.
again, getting rid of the spider claws in favor of hardened skin. So now
Okay.
I have resistance to non-magic barbarian.
You're just a fun guy, aren't you?
I'm just like soon start
He turns
turn
into a
into a
mushroom.
carapace.
Yeah, every time he changes, I'm just like, because I can
So-
sense it.
I shake violently every time.
So there are little
Like a child.
flakes of delirium, just kind of like, looks like they were like as Lou told you earlier, looks like there were some that were just kind of like falling out of a knapsack as someone ran down the street, leading up to the main road, and it seems to be kind of all over the main road.
Do not
Easy.
touch. Do not touch.
Oh yeah, were we given the proper
I
material?
was just gonna say, how are they
Yes.
gonna harvest the stuff?
Like,
You were given gloves and containers for something up to a crystal. Anything beyond that though is figure it out.
These are doing the blinking thing. I was.
Yeah, these are the little flecks that kind of like catch the moonlight and reflect, but they're small chips. So like,
That's almost like worth taking out. This.
well, I mean, you know, if there's 10 to 5 foot square, that's several hundred gold.
Do not touch. Elemental in haze.
I know exactly what that means.
Yes.
All right, yeah, I'll take this advice and not disturb the delirium and draw the attention of the fatal part club.
I am not a greedy person.
Ah, well, you know what? It is a waste just to leave all the. I'm gonna look around. Do I see like haze with an angry face nearby?
No. And you do, the paladin has got their divine sense going, and your ranger would know if it is near.
All right.
You know it's within a mile of you, but it's just kind of off over there. It's not close enough for hers to pick it up, so you know you guys are safe.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you if it moves closer to you, or if you move
Okay.
closer to it to an alarming amount.
Yeah.
Tentatively.
A mile's a big radius.
Yeah. And like it gives me, I know a general direction from what it stated, but like
Mine is 60 feet, so
Yeah.
if he's like, oh, I don't sense anything, and it's just like, it's there.
I think I grabbed what it said.
I'll start
That sounds good.
pooping the little chips while putting on the gloves into the container.
So he pulls out some tweezers and an airtight flask and just kind of like grabbing chips as he walks by.
Again?
Oh. There we go. Not much more for tonight, guys. But so yeah, give me a D100 roll.
Me or
Yeah, you.
Oh.
No one's looking up something. You're the one picking
I
up
wasn't
radioactive shards.
I'm doing it because it's a job. Sometimes our dropping. I got 52.
You find 52 shards.
No.
And you guys walk up to the main part of the street and look down it and see this deep purple haze. Like limiting your sight to maybe 60 feet. But it is light enough to see without any kind of detriment. It's dim, but it's not like difficult. It's more of a fog, a darkness. Okay? You still sense no creatures.
I see him pick up
You just-
so many.
Oh, wait, this
Yeah,
one.
like drinking them a bit. And, like,
Wondrous find.
So,
Pretty penny.
Jim. I love that way this character talks.
So, how many did you get, Logan?
52.
You have 520 gold worth right now.
So close to 420.
Gilded wagon. You're
Yeah, it just takes an action to extract them. So, if you have to extract them, but these are just laying on the ground.
Thank God I chose like it'll be hard to pick them up with like massive claws. Oh shit. Subtlety is not my
So, we going up Main Street?
I'm gonna have the ranger help me guide the group try as safely as possible. He also knows these areas really well.
Urban Ranger. I've been here for an hour. Got it.
I understand it more than that guy that's lived here his entire life.
Did you know there's a thing here?
So they never let me in the castle. He knows.
All
what's in
right.
it. I know.
So you're traveling up this main street. Shelby,
Yeah.
as you pass this small little like grove here, which is literally like a young schooling house, you can sense there's something inside the house watching you that is not a normal thing, but it's not coming after you. It's more of like wait for you to leave. So you can sense it there, but it's not doing anything other than just it thinks it's hiding from you and watching, making sure you guys pass without bothering it. And there's a lot of them in there,
Be on your
like 20 plus things in there.
Just carry up.
And Noah, you know those them as well. Anything she notices, you're gonna notice with your thing.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, I think she gets elemental and fey.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
but, yeah.
I
At this
get,
point,
I get a fuck ton. I know
yeah.
that.
At this point, you are now in the deep haze, so I need a contamination roll, which is a Constitution from everyone. Don't worry, it's only a DC 10 this time.
Huh. That would be a 320.
You're good.
Is it a save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God, because I got 10.
That's
One.
Six.
25.
25.
neither.
6.
All right, you two.
But I,
You
but I do
can
get it.
expend a
I do get
charge from your Expurgo to just auto-succeed that,
Wait.
or you take your contamination.
I'm gonna expend a charge.
Expend a charge. All right. Noah has times 2. Hannah, are you going to expend a charge or take the contamination?
I'm so used to like me having
No, you want to
so-so, but my
Just take
contacts
it.
are pretty good.
All right, Hannah, you're a contamination level 2, which means some side effects happen, and I need a D6 roll from you.
want the 3 from G6.
You are good. Your hit points from gaining hit dice is halved. So if you use hit dice to heal like a short rest, you only get half.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy yet.
Pretty debilitating wizard era sorcerer though.
Yeah.
See that D6? It's actually D3.
Good job. But, all right, you're making your way uptown. Who hasn't rolled a perception yet?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I haven't either.
All right, you two, hit me.
Let's show them the power of our wisdom.
Power of the sacred flare.
And because of the ranger, you guys can't get lost. This is basically if you notice anything special. Okay.
If I use my snoot, can I get advantage?
It'll narrow down what you can find, but yes.
Okay.
I don't have a good sniff.
I think you have it as sight and
Well,
or
sight
is it
and smell.
sight
I
and
would've
smell?
Sight or hearing or smell.
Hearing.
16.
And are you using hearing or smell?
I am using
Snootin'?
hearing.
Hearing, okay. Hearing. You can hear the sound of like chains kind of almost blowing in the wind, like loosely hanging chains, kind of wind chiming. Super faint, but it is kind of echoing all around you. Which, I mean, it could be anything from the carriage repair shop. It could be the blacksmith. It could be one of the smaller jails or the guard tower. It's hard to know what they're from, but it's not unusual, but it is kind of unnerving.
Right, kind of semi. They're normal human ears, but they look a little elongated.
A little elongated
just
and
like-
pointed.
Which
It's like you said, it's more unnerving than anything, but you do notice it. What'd you get?
I don't know.
All right, and you're using sight, right?
Yeah, my old goblin.
There's a lot of little delirium flecks.
Yeah, I was saying detect magic just means, oh, well, look at all the delirium.
Oh, if you use detect magic, you're gonna get blinded. But yeah, so give me another D100 for collecting chips if you still are.
I will definitely keep collecting them unless the situation demands, I do something else.
On the 11, let me roll.
Oh boy, 57.
You get 57 more.
God, I'm just gonna make a little golem out of this.
You've got you've made over 1,000 gold by doing this.
So I'm gonna write.
And I rolled here. Since your roll was low, I gave it a low chance, but I rolled it. You do find an actual crystal tucked away in one of the bushes in the avenue area. Like someone may have stashed it.
Too bad I'm here. I put it in its own little slot.
Okay.
Another separate thing.
All right. That one, damn it. That one is worth 100 gold itself. Wait, no, 500 for the shard. Sorry. And that one weighs a full pound.
Yeah, that thing actually weighs me. That's actually kind of been hard for me to carry.
That's a fourth of your weight. No, a
Thank
40th.
you.
Sorry.
I
a
weigh
40th.
Want me?
No, I got this.
He's too dumb to steal.
Jealously put it away.
Jealous.
Oh, that's right. That was the sixth sense as part of my thing.
I'm not just surprised I can wield the dagger. So
Just noodle arm.
it's like I always have jealousy.
Yeah. Presence and general
The only
direction.
reason you can stand upright is pierce
Gotcha.
blade.
I like the.
Well, you're not using sight to detect them, so you can still see these things.
Yeah. And it does specify powerful eldritch energies.
It's a large elemental
Okay. All
that
right.
is made out of an eldritch mist.
It's like a wind
Also
elemental,
does apply
but
to
it's
artifacts.
made of disease.
Ooh, artifacts. Okay.
Yes. Particularly, I would feel a more strong connection if they are related to the blood moon, the blood moon of rebirth, or the mother of 1,000 young.
Gotcha.
Don't know enough about the lore to give you anything else, but
That'll
that's
work.
what it says.
I can make that
Man, those are
happen.
some intense names.
The moment you got into the heavy fog, the haze here, the moon's changed.
Oh,
The shattered one is whole again, and it's got this bluish hue to it.
okay.
Almost like what you would expect to see out of like an aquamarine if the light was shining. through it.
Kraken light.
Kinda, yeah. The other one is, it looks like a yellow eye.
Okay.
And every time you look at it, you're like, oh, that's just some shadow thing. Like, oh, there was a clothesline sticking up that made it have that slit. You shift, oh, it disappeared. But every time you look at it new, it looks like there's an eye inside this moon.
Okay.
Whichever one that applies to, you can use it for.
I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah.
I'll just be
There's like 100 fucking moons for you,
Yeah,
so
I know.
I'm not prepared for 100 moons. All right, you're on Main Street. The ranger can tell you that the large elemental made of toxic mist is not heading toward you. It is stagnating off by the river. And the paladin can tell you that there is nothing dangerous nearby within the immediate area. But the haze is getting thick. We're going to move forward. We're going to down to the side alley. Any of the buildings you want to inspect. Like you're on, this is a shopping district. There is shops of all general goods. There's, caravan repair. There's textiles. There's a blacksmith. There is a, almost like a tax office for, business, bureaucracy, taxes, things like that nature. Loan, like a bank almost.
I know my character would know this, but Shelby doesn't know
You're
this.
good.
None of these are like active shopping. Like,
No.
Nobody lives in this area.
No one living in this area is going to interact with you.
Yeah.
in a positive manner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take glowering moon for the other one.
There we
So
go.
we're not really stealing.
The sacred flame would allow me.
We're not really stealing if we take stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're dead.
How do you think I got this?
I would repurpose these items for the greater
But
good.
what we'd like to do.
People.
Can I go see if I can't find any like left behind clothes?
Oh, yeah.
I would like to see if there's something like better than the rags.
So there is a bench in the avenue area between a couple trees, like, just to sit down, chill, and watch the days go by. Bless you. And there is a full set of probably middle class clothes. Not the Sunday best, but definitely my going out clothes. that is just kind of laying over the bench as if someone was sitting in it and then just disappeared.
I see him walking towards those clothes. Whoa, stop, go.
What's wrong?
That looks crazy suspicious.
I look, I see like
Suspicious, that's a big word.
Hannah,
Just leave the blood
as
all over
they're
the place.
talking about this, you kind of look around and there are like outfits for where people wear everywhere. You didn't notice it at first, but now that you're looking for it,
Imperfect
they're
self,
just
really.
everywhere. There's shoes, hats, coats, gloves, just
Don't touch.
some of them in piles,
We
some
will
of them
get
still
money. You
standing,
can buy
just empty.
new clothes.
But why would I waste money when
I'm
there's
gonna
perfectly good
throw a
clothes?
rock that has
there?
a little piece of cloth on it into the area where all the clothes are missing.
You just toss a stone over there. Alright.
See what happens.
Yeah, you can kind of hear it tink, stone on stone, though it kind of echoes super loudly off the buildings, which are just empty and hollow stones. But
If
nothing seems to move. You still don't sense anything, neither do you.
I'm assuming that when the comet, meteor, whatever hit, basically like all organic material just. Assuming that's what. Because if the clothes are still there, then it would be just like the organic stuff, skin, bone.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch the clothes. Just other
Yeah.
areas where you can
all right, so I don't know.
I'll gaslight him.
I was gonna say I don't know if you are setting up anything, but could I make an intelligence check to try and recall a fiend, aberration, beast, or monstrosity that does something with clothes?
That is a very broad and high DC, but yes.
The most foul.
We'll say 17.
You want to use
No, I failed that miserably.
based.
But what'd you get?
I rolled a 2, and what? What kind of a wait? This is.
An investigation, I believe you were
Oh,
asking.
okay, then 2.
Okay. Beats you.
Abercrombie bitch.
Beats you.
Mm.
You know that some monsters look like stuff, but
Not the mimic shirt.
kind of. He doesn't know what it's called, but he knows that some monsters will look like
One
stuff.
house tried to eat us.
Yeah.
Clothes you put on you could eat you.
I just stare down at my armor. Oh God.
But those are safe clothes. You had those not here where mist is thick.
Something to brush.
And you
it
good
in
over there,
place.
Missy?
Yeah, I just.
We should not mess with these
Mhm.
clothes. Buy new clothes. It's safe.
I frown. I pout a little bit.
You don't get the fancy.
Okay.
I'm wearing basically.
Are you still checking out trees? Or...
No, I was just
What
wondering
I
if
found
there
on
were
the
trees.
edge.
Okay. Not gonna take a closer look at the trees.
Wolf tried
I'm
to
slightly
Just be
concerned.
nice like me sometimes.
Yeah.
It okay.
Well, you know what I'll do? I'll change it to my wild shape form and then check out the tree.
All right. What's the wild shape gonna be?
Well, technically, it's just whatever. I don't get to check out
The wild
these.
shape.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, just
Utility
whatever.
outside of the
Wow.
The monstrosity thing that I am.
All right. So we have some body horror. But yeah, you check out the trees. Give me a nature or investigation, depending on what you were looking for. So are you gonna grab the clothes or not?
No, everyone doesn't want me to, so it feels like the world's against them.
Ah, good. Listen to your allies.
That's why we travel in groups together. For safety.
All the other peasants I stripped of, they never did.
16. And which one is
They
this?
have bodies.
Nature.
Nature.
There's no body.
All right. As you're, looking at this tree, you can see that there seems to be a little like new growth, like buds on it, but they're glowing a purple, and they
Oh, so
look
like
more
the
like
whole-
crystals than actual buds.
Okay, so like the whole tree is slightly glowing.
It's like, oh look,
Just
there's
the
new
base.
growth. It's still
Yeah.
living, and there's these little crystals just where the buds are. They're crystals instead. And then, oh, go ahead.
Are they like the same crystals that he's been picking up, or no?
They're very small, but you would assume that they might grow into them.
Okay.
Like the shards are like little chips and flecks. These look like small crystals.
Okay.
As long as there isn't like.
And
As long as there's like.
well, you two are saving him from the clothes, and the druid is checking out a tree. You can hear a shuffling of feet coming from up the road toward you, and you see a little silhouette of gloves, a hat, like a decent coat, scarf, boots, pants, but no one's in them. That's Roland for tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah,
God.
Good ghost.
Ghost. With combat instinct, I can.
So, next Monday, we might be back to normal, or if Kevin and Sana need a little more time, we will do some more of this.
Nice.
Let me know for sure.
Yep, and we might in 2 weeks do this, so because Celeste will have to work the day of, but we will see. I'll keep you up to date.
Yep.
And let me know for Wednesday about
Yeah.
Hulu.
I will touch base with Kevin here. I'll probably send him a message once I get home.
Yep. All right. Other than that,
One level time.
see you next time.
I
Bye.
Bye-bye.